Welcome to Jar Jar Court. First up, the one shot we're playing today is called The Jury. It's in Call of Cthulhu, it's a TPK, and I will be driving everyone insane. As this game is in Call of Cthulhu, if there's any differences between rules as written and the rules I'm saying and following on stream, no, there's not. Shush. Anyway, intros time.
Hello, I'm Sydney. I'm going to be playing Marie Zipal today. She is a Jedi because I decided to forcibly put Star Wars into the least Star Wars-y game we've ever done. And my Star Wars fact about Marie is that her husband got jury duty 5 years before this. So he didn't come back. So she knows this is not going to go great, probably.
I'm Bobby. I'm playing Lavender. She's married to Eurydice. Her Star Wars fact is that her and Eurydice's daughter is named after Lavender's younger sister.
And I'm Florian. I'm playing Eurydice, a performer and professional house husband. My Star Wars fact about Eurydice is that he ran away from home with Lavender about 7 years ago and hasn't seen any of his family since, including their daughter.
I'm Oliver. I'm playing Mepiford P. Tasselharnen. My serious Star Wars fact is that the P stands for Passelparnen. So his full name is Mepiford Passelparnen Tasselharnen.
I'm Ray. I'm running the game. My Star Wars fact, which is just about whatever the fuck I want because I'm running the game, is that in his early 20s, Darth Vader, along with everything else he was doing, started a podcast. It got shockingly high reviews and was described as a banger podcast.
My name is Lou. I'm playing Horace Mintrisk, who is a destic drug dealer who turned into a family man baking. My super canon Star Wars fact about Horace is that he keeps a picture of both his daughter and his granddaughter in his wallet, and in both pictures they are actively eating icing.
My name is Brandon. I will be playing Rizal Thackeray. My very canon Star Wars fact is Rizal is the only dinosaur on Tishar that has feathers. Everyone else is sadly not subscribing to modern day, science. So Rizal is the only one who is keeping up with that.
This art back here, this is Mepiford, and this is Rizal, and this is both done by Bryce Draws.
I'm Jaden. I'll be playing Verse Corand Jarin. That last name probably sounds familiar. Don't worry about it. But my totally real canon, ultra amazing Star Wars fact is Verse, every time that she goes out to investigate something, she tells her daughter that she is away fixing droids.
My name is Arel, and I will be playing Ather Veers, who was a lawyer. So my totally canon Star Wars fact is, logically speaking, you probably should know the most about what the jury is like out of everyone here.
Next up is the Star Wars crawl, but actually before the Star Wars crawl, I need to introduce you to something that's very important in Jar Jar Core. It's referred to as the clown. This is a D12 that my sister just found in our house and gave to me, and no one knows where it came from, but it has clowns on it and numbers. Anyway, we're gonna see what the clown rating of this one shot is. We have received a clown.
Yes! A clown!
A full clown of approval.
I hesitate to call this a Star Wars crawl because the most Star Wars thing about this one shot is the Jedi. Welcome to court. The year is 7 BTD. This is simply the time scale of our universe. You don't question why the years count down and what will happen when they hit 0. You only know that they will someday. You'll never find out what 0 entails. Yesterday, May 3rd, you received a summons to join an entity known as the jury. Today, Tuesday, May the 4th, you'll learn what this entails. No one knows. No one has returned from jury duty to what happens when one is summoned. Whether you're aware of this or not may vary. Jury summons living sentient beings from the entire galaxy. It pulls a select people from their homes across the galaxy. And as such, jury duty is a bit of an urban legend. It's a folk tale. The jury is a boogeyman, a story to tell restless children at night. And if they act out, it might come for you. If you disobey your parents, the jury will take you to the courthouse. The courthouse stands in Coruscant and is the only of its kind. Others had to have existed, but if they did, their memory has faded. There is only the one, the center of justice. A single set of large oak double doors are set into the frame of the same deep oak wood within the outer wall of the courthouse. The doors are made of a continuous piece of wood, the tree that came from an ancient ancestor of the modern oak tree, large enough for each door to span its diameter. They're handcrafted, the carpenter long dead. Dark finish stain coats the pattern, recording the endless years the tree stood before it was here. The jury's long outlasted it by now. The doors have had more life here than they ever had being alive. Fitting. They've stood here for centuries, opening and closing well-maintained gold-toned brass hinges for countless people in the same place as you. The doors are closed, and the exterior shows no doorknob. They only open from the inside, primed to swing open for the doors to open into the entryway that you stand in, an invitation that must be extended. You cannot enter without its permission. Outside the doors, a brunette woman sits on the steps, counting the stripes in the wood grain as she waits. You'll arrive soon. You've got to. In the event that you don't, you'll be retrieved. But we're not starting at the courthouse. We returned to yesterday, May 3rd, or maybe somewhere kind of in between. You've received your letters, black type on white inside of a cream envelope. Your name, no addresses, in gold foil across the face. The text reads as followed, with your name included. Your name has been drawn from a combined list of all eligible sentient beings in the galaxy. You are being considered for jury service in the court. You have been summoned. Jury duty is for life. Jurors must arrive at the courthouse by 7 p.m. tomorrow, May 4th, 7 BTD. A little over 24 hours, hardly time to do anything at all. Definitely not enough time to accomplish all you've set out to do. Tell me, what are you leaving behind? Lavender and Eurydice. Alderon. You've lived here for some time now. It's been about 7 years. You've got experience in leaving things behind. You've ran from enough. You thought you'd be done by now. But the letters came this morning and you're forced to keep running. There's much you should have, could have done differently, and you can't change it now. How do you spend the night?
Then Eurydice tries to cook something. It probably doesn't go well for once.
Lavender's packing things that are important to her. She's grabbing little knickknacks and that they've collected over the years, and she's putting them all in a bag. And then she walks over to a cabinet in the living room, opens it, pulls out a shotgun and cocks it. And is like, "Okay, I'm ready."
Are you sure we're gonna need that?
Yeah, I'm sure. She
That's-
puts it in her bag.
I mean, travel between here and Coruscant can't be that dangerous.
It can be. I'd rather be prepared.
Okay.
Just to be safe. I doubt I'll need it. We'll be home tomorrow, I'm sure. It won't be that big of a deal.
I know. I know. Does it smell burnt to you?
That's definitely burning. Do you want to order something?
That might be for the best.
Yeah, let's order dinner. What do you want?
You pick something. I have to see if I can salvage this. You know,
The food
we're
or
gonna
the pan?
the pan. We're gonna need it again.
I think he can just throw it out. We can get a new one.
He's like gripping it so tight in his hand.
Lavender like reaches over and like puts her hand on top of Eurydice's and is like, we can get another one. I'll ask my dad if he has any extra, whatever.
We're gonna need it again.
Yeah, we'll need it. So like gives her a hug. And it's like, it'll be okay. We're gonna get home.
I know.
We're not gonna be gone long.
It's one night.
Yeah, one night.
Did you pack the picture?
I did. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to bring? You could probably fit it in my bag.
No.
You ready?
Yeah.
We can get food on the way. We should just get going.
Better now than any time.
We don't want to be late. You know.
I want to get out and get back as soon as we can.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Let's go.
And Lavender and Eurydice head off. Verse, Corin and Jaren. Aquatina. It's a family home. You've got a family life. You've built up your family again after it was taken from you before. You'll find the source. You've got a lead now, and you'll find your answers. What do you bring with you?
I bring my car keys to my car so that I can get to the courthouse. I bring so many energy drinks. She takes her journal.
What have you been writing about?
Well, considering it's been 15 years since my husband was taken by the same beast that is taking me from, it has been a lot of reflecting. It is writing out exactly what I'm going to tell my daughter. And it is exactly, and also writing out exactly what I'm going to tell my wife.
How do you tell them that you're leaving?
I am going to tell my daughter that I am going on very important droid business because it's an easy catch-all. And then I'm going to explain that I got summoned, my wife, and it is going to be hard, but it has to happen because I know what's coming, unlike my husband did 15 years ago. And I'm, unlike him, ready to die.
Anything else you do before you leave home?
I bring a blazer of my dead husband's with me because if I'm going to be forced to wear a blazer for the rest of eternity, it's not going to be one that a space god gave me.
See how that goes for you. You head off. Ather, you're on Coruscant.
On Coruscant, in a normal ass courtroom.
There's not another one. You're probably in your house or some shit.
In my house. I didn't know I owned a home there.
You own a home now. I'm gifting you a home.
In this economy, I didn't know that. Anyway.
In our Star Wars, you can own a house.
Yes!
Because capitalism hasn't been invented yet, as
It
capitalism
hasn't.
hasn't been invented yet.
This is like the day before the summons are due, more or less.
Yeah, you've received the letters. You're due at the courthouse tomorrow.
Ather is sitting in his little, I'm gonna presume it's like a little like cozy ass like apartment in
Yeah.
Coruscant or whatever. He's just a mess right now, you know. It's just like fucking like daytime alcoholism, right? Fucking like because he has spent like the better part of his entire life, you know, working for the system. And you know what? He thought he was having a good day. He thought he had it all. You know, he had the money, right? He had all the respect. And then boom, single.
You received a letter in the mail.
And it's like, man, you know, because he has worked for this for so long. And just with one single sheet of paper, it has all been for naught. And like, he knows that this is pretty much the end. He is pretty much at terms of it. His own employer said, "Hey, you're fired now. See ya." So he's pretty much got nothing. So he comes when he heads off towards jury duty. He brings pretty much the clothes on his back, which fair enough, it's like pretty fancy, like Alderaanian business wear, and like his gun, but that it is blaster, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, he just steps out there, dead man walking into whatever may be.
Sure thing. And you head off to jury duty. Next up is Horus Mintrisk. We're in Bicel. It's a town kind of over in the same general corner of Naboo we stick everyone else in. It's the next one over. You left Jarmeen ages ago. You couldn't stand the company of your wife. The bakery back in Jarmeen will be left empty. There's no one to run it if you're not around. Your customers will show up to close doors. Your ducks need to be fed. They'll probably eat whatever's in the bakery. There's a lot of stuff there for ducks. Your granddaughter sits at the breakfast table. You've just retrieved the morning's mail along with your letter that you've assumedly read already. How do you leave?
Horace turns around and he calls his wife, presumably to go to voicemail, his ex-wife, and leaves a voicemail that says something along the lines of, "I'd like to discuss custody of Alila. Come over tonight if you can. I might be out of town." And then walks back over to Alila, sits down with her, and doesn't say a thing out of line. Just continues on like it's a normal morning.
Alila's at the dinner table. She's 8.
Horace takes with him a really nice pen and a picture of Alila.
Do you say anything to Alila before you go, or do you
Just the normal, bye, love you, have a nice day.
Love you too.
He kind of stops and like looks at her, but that's really all he does is out of line.
And you head off. Rizal, you're on Tishal. You're in front of a probably needlessly elaborate closet. There's so much in here. There's got to be something in here you can wear to this. It's an event. It's an event. You need to look presentable. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, Rizal stands at this like giant walk-in closet and just sits there just like defeated. Like there's absolutely nothing in here that looks like, the clothes that you're gonna be in for a while. Eventually he just kind of slumps to the floor and just kind of like looks up at the ceiling for a bit, looks at the little watch on his little dinosaur hand, and just kind of lays there for a bit until finally picking himself back up. Before finally picking himself back up, he searches like deep in his closet back to like some clothes he hasn't worn in a long time, pulls out a nice little yellow dress shirt, a lovely blue cardigan, and then a long black tie, and decides this is good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. He just has to look presentable. He thinks about telling his husband, however, decides against it and packs just the bare minimum before he heads off.
You head off to jury duty. We're back on Tishal with Metford. You're in kind of like a living room area of your home. There's like a window overlooking the city, kind of situated by a couch or whatever resembles a couch, considering what Tishar are. Layers of kind of metal walkways and roads kind of interconnect through kind of a jungle. This is your home of sorts. You'll leave it soon. Jury duty's tomorrow. You're on the phone with another Tishar. Her name is Califa. She's another member, or just a member, of the Tishar League. Her specialty is surveillance. You're currently discussing a new type of surveillance droid meant to survive in all terrains. Jury duty is within 24 hours. What do you hope to gain?
Listen, okay, I understand that you think that maybe investing in a surveillance droid might not be the greatest idea, but all terrain, I mean, this is the future, okay? If we invest
so
in
small, they can't go everywhere. They're so tiny.
Except we use larger ships and we transport them. I mean, it's clearly genius. Listen. There's a reason why we're doing business together, all right? Because you're the best of the best.
Surveillance-wise.
Exactly, surveillance-wise. Look, I know business more than any other dino, but you know surveillance. We work together. This can be fantastic. Listen, I still
don't understand why they need to be so small.
They need to be small because they're for surveillance. If they were larger, then everyone would see them. Come on.
Oh, I suppose.
Listen, let's just go. Just put 1 million credits down on it. Just 1 million credits. We'll both go all in on it. And it's going to pay off. Trust me. Look, we'll talk about this later. I've got this dumbass jury thing I have to do. I have no idea what it's about, but I've got to, I'll figure it out. Rub a few elbows.
2 days.
Hopefully like meet. I have, they caught me in a good time. I don't have anything scheduled, but listen, we will get back to this because this is huge. This could expand our businesses more. We want to stay in the league. This is what we're going to do. But yeah, I got to deal with this. Okay, I will call you back.
Yeah, 2 days. Line goes down.
Mepford sort of gets ready the next day, gets his little shirt that he has, similar to what I'm wearing, like the frilled edges in gold. He's there to show up. He doesn't know anything about the jury or jury duty. He thinks that it's just simple logistical ways to get further in business, and he plans on doing such that. He gets in his space yacht, which is a thing.
Describe me a space yacht. Describe me a space yacht.
It's canonical Star Wars.
Yeah.
Describe me the space yacht. I need to know what this looks like. Is it just a yacht? Is it just a yacht?
No, it's not. You'd think it would be, but it's so weird.
Shaped.
One moment. Let me fucking look up space yachts. Why are there different classes of space yacht?
He gets in the highest class of space yacht.
Clearly, you don't own a space yacht.
Damn.
Clearly, a space yacht.
Clearly.
So these essentially they look like pretentiously large spaceships from what I've seen here, which about tracks. Metford, you head off to? Oh my
Oh my
god,
God.
it's the space yacht.
Brandon.
Oh my
Space
god.
yacht.
Sorry, I know
Does
you're
Rise
trying
Up-
really hard to get us on track, and I felt
Does
like we
Rise
needed to
Up
see
also
that.
have a space yacht? This is so important. I need to know.
Yeah, he does.
So we have two space yachts.
Like
Excellent.
it's like a family space yacht, so it's not really his, but like he gets
Yeah,
to
it's
use
when
it.
he just takes.
He
this
gets to use
space yacht.
daddy's space yacht.
He gets to
Oh my
use
God.
daddy's space yacht and like wink
Oh my
daddy's.
word. Last up is Marie. Jarmeen. A rinky-dink little house. There's not really signs of many other people being around. Your husband left it 5 years ago. Received the same letter in the mail that you did earlier today. As such, your car is the only one that leaves and returns to this house. You've built yourself a life here, scraped together off of an artist's salary. Shame it had to end like this. It's quiet. How do you go?
As soon as she gets the letter, she was working on a painting. She gets her letter, looks at it, processes it. She's been down this road before. She knows that she's not going to come back. She puts her painting aside. The first thing she does is she goes through and goes to like the bank and transfers all of her property, her house, her car, all of her money, transfers all of it to her son because she knows that the jury takes your money when you're gone. So she doesn't want to take all of her money. So she transfers all of that and she spends the rest of that day with her son. And then the next morning, she, like, when he's asleep, like, looks in just to make sure that he's asleep, leaves a note on the counter, and then goes to her former Jedi temple on Lothal, where she hasn't been in a long time, 8 years, to just go pray to the Force, to anything that will listen, that somehow she gets out of this, or that, to look out for her kid.
Do you also have a space yacht?
No. She has a pretty, she doesn't even have a ship. She has a regular car to get around Naboo. So she has to take like a transport of some other kind to get to Coruscant. She has to take public transit.
There is a subway that goes from Theed to Coruscant, as has been canonically established.
I forgot about that. Well, yeah, one last time she looks on her kid just to make sure he's okay, and then leaves. She gets in her rinky-dink little car, drives to the big city of Theed, and takes the subway to Coruscant.
Lives left behind, whether you truly know it or not, you begin to arrive at the courthouse. The doors are still sealed and will be until 7 p.m. sharp. As previously mentioned, a brunette woman is sitting on the steps. She's been crying, seems to have stopped for some time now. She's fidgeting with her jewelry. This is Daska Tarman, and she didn't have anywhere else to go. Verse, you arrive at the courthouse at 6:14 p.m. Specifically, 6:14 and 36 seconds, 12 milliseconds. Timing is important and every second counts. Every moment here might reveal something new, something that could help you during tonight's events. There's a young woman sitting on the courthouse steps. She's about half your age. No one else has arrived yet.
Jorge early.
Oh, yeah.
Did you also get summoned, or
I mean, same boat.
do you know the particular occasion?
Of the courthouse?
The trial.
Or the trial? I don't know. No one else has arrived yet for a trial. So, like, assumedly there'd be like, the person being accused or a lawyer or something, and no one's here. So, not the best sign.
Verse is going to take a note of that.
Been here a bit. No one has shown up yet. So, well, except for you, but clearly you're not a lawyer. I think. Are you a lawyer?
No.
Okay.
I have much disdain for the law.
Fair enough. I'm not the biggest fan myself. Kind of conversation pauses a little bit. Ather, you've been here countless times. Not any more often than any of the other lawyers, but often enough. Lawyers take shifts, so no individual spends too much time within the walls of the courthouse. time moves differently inside. It's uncertain what would become of you if you did spend more than your allotted time inside the building. You'll find out soon. The time is 6:20.
After just arrives, he took like a nondescript ship here. He's wearing like his usual business attire, but a little bit disheveled because, current events. Looks at his little timepiece that he takes out of his pocket to check what the time is. He's right on time as always, taking it all in. Just staring at it, thinking, how could this all go wrong,
Yeah, the woman kind of sitting on the steps just kind of looks up at you and goes, and then just goes back to just kind of staring.
Hello?
After just gives like a prompt hello and just stares back off into the distance. Jury duty, right?
Yep. I'm about to ask you the same thing.
Of course.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Daska, Tarman.
Verse Corin Jaren.
For what it's worth, Athers, I didn't really intend on making friends here, if that's okay with you.
I don't think it'll matter much.
We're all gonna be the same person soon.
Well, I really would have appreciated if you didn't say the quiet part out loud, but yeah, sure.
Doesn't really matter what's said and what's not, does it? Lavender and Eurydice, you arrive at the same time. There is no one around to say goodbyes at the doors, and you arrive to the courthouse at 6:30 p.m.
Eurydice is just like doing his best not to like let any of what she's feeling show. Is doing very badly at that. Like clearly looks about one bad moment away from a breakdown. Just stares at the doors and reaches for Lavender's hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lavender's holding her hand and it's be fine. Get it over with. Get home. It looks like we're not the first ones here, which I think is good. Walks up to the group and was like, I'm Lavender.
Eurydice.
I'm just gonna say everyone introduces themselves again. We don't need to run through it every time. Cool beans. Same thing, I'm assuming. Oh, your daughter says hello, by the way. I think.
What?
Someone who looked like your daughter said that if I saw her parents, I should say hello. So, hello from her.
How do you
I
know our
guess.
kid?
How did you see her? Where?
Where?
Is she okay?
I'm assuming that she moved in beside my parents last night with her. I'm assuming her grandmother.
Susan?
Moved in?
Oh yeah, Susan.
Why?
I don't know. She didn't tell me.
She moved in. Like she wasn't there before?
Yeah, no, they arrived and she asked if I was breaking into my neighbor's house. I wasn't. That was my parents.
Didn't she already live with your mom? And your
Yeah.
dad?
With my mom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. But she was okay, right?
Yeah, she was fine. Her favorite color is pink. She said her granddad didn't come home, so her grandma got her. But so at least she's got her now. I'm sorry, I don't have anything more. I was a little out of it.
That's fine.
Understandable.
At 6:40 p.m., Horace arrives at the Coruscant courthouse.
Horace drives this pickup truck. He parks it up front and he gets out and he claps his hands together really badly and goes, "All right, let's get this over with."
What are you doing here?
Sorry? Eurydice?
Dad, what are you doing here?
I got the letter in the mail. What are you doing? Sweetheart, I haven't seen you in years.
You have to leave.
I can't leave. I got jury duty.
You have to
Would
go.
you just-
You can't be here.
What do you mean? Sweetheart, I haven't seen you in years and you're just yelling. How are you doing?
You're gonna die if you stay. You need to leave.
I'm not. I can't leave without you if I want to die. I'd rather I die than you do. Horace kind of makes weird eye contact with Lavender, but like ignores it. He does the southern eye roll. He goes, "Ugh." Like,
She got her like arms around like Eurydice. She's like, it's okay.
No, you can't stay.
I can't leave either. I gotta do my jury duty so I can get home to Alila. She's been probably sitting.
You're not
snoozing.
going to go home if you stay.
Are they gonna let me live if I leave?
You have a chance.
I gotta try. I ain't leaving without you.
I don't think they let you go at all.
If they're gonna kill me if I stay, I'm staying here with you because they're probably gonna kill me if I go home too. He puts his hands out to Eurydice to like try and hug her, but like awkwardly because they haven't seen each other in years.
Eurydice just throws himself into his arms.
He gives him a big old hug, like picks her up and spins her around.
What's happening with Alila? Where?
Oh, darling, she's just an absolute wonder in the kitchen. She was making cupcakes yesterday, and then I had her. She was making like all sorts of like baked goods. She did get into my icing though, which had to expect because you were the same way, eating everything in there. He pulls out the picture from his wallet and he shows the two pictures of Eurydice and Alila both eating icing on his baking counter.
Eurydice turns to Lavender and goes, "She looks like you."
She does.
Yes, she does.
She's fine, right?
She's happy.
She was happy. I don't know how happy she'll be with Susan, but she was happy.
That's all I want.
Just for her to be happy. That's all I do.
Sure, she's all right.
She'll be okay.
Marie and Rizal, you arrive at 6:45. The majority of the group is here already. Only about half, maybe all of them now that this has just occurred, carry the amount of worry that they should. Rizal, these people are not dressed nicely. Only like one of them is, and they hardly put in any effort. Shame on them.
I feel like I'm guessing the public transport doesn't drop you off exactly at the courthouse.
No, you definitely walked from like a bit down the block.
So there's this woman just walking on foot.
And Rizal appears in his space yacht.
Yeah.
Rizal,
over her.
as you like arrive to the courthouse, you see this human woman speed walking.
I'm just like imagining you speed walking, like Rizal is absolutely wearing shades inside of his space yacht, kind of pulls them down to like the bottom of his nose and just kind of looks out and kind of slides them back on. Puffs himself out, gets him all nice looking, and pushes the button to like descend the stairs down as he elegantly makes his way down.
Yeah, you see this woman walking up. She looks so tired. She has like she has a hilt of a lightsaber on her belt.
I notice her outfit. It's too distasteful for me. I don't.
You are not a fan of how the Jedi dress.
Oh God, just wait till he sees Eurydice.
It's all neutrals.
Currently, you walk up on a Jedi in Jedi robes. Eurydice, who's dressed as she is, someone in a flower print top. Horace, someone in probably an oversized suit jacket, I'm guessing, or just like a suit jacket that doesn't quite
It's
match.
a little too small.
Little too small, got it. It's a little too small, doesn't fit very well. The lawyer's fine, but he didn't put himself together. And then there's just a person in a sweater and jean shorts. Like, this is what you're walking up on, Rizal.
Rizal immediately feels better about his outfit choice. He's like, oh my God, I can't be any worse than these fools. He walks down and goes, this is the courtroom, yes? Well, where we're supposed to be staying.
We're outside.
I
right now.
believe so. Yes.
Yeah, it's the courthouse.
Okay. And you all for jury duty, yes?
Yes, no, that's what's happening. We're waiting for
Correct.
Well,
Unfortunately.
not waiting,
Nothing else
Lovely.
going on.
I see.
yeah.
Why else would we be at court? Unless we were.
Of course. Absolutely. Well, it is lovely to meet all of you. My name is Rizal. You would go around and get all of their names.
Horace spits in his hand and then tries to shake his hand and goes, Horace Winters, nice to meet you.
Rizal does it. He accepts. He looks really unhappy, but he does accept.
Perfect.
Marie just is like, hi, my name is Marie Zippel. Is this all of us?
I don't quite think so. There should be one more if I remember off of everything. I haven't seen it. I've been here most of the day. There hasn't been anyone.
Oh, I see.
Why would
So
not
Were we
to be
supposed to be here
rude.
earlier?
didn't have anywhere else to really go.
Understandable.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's my own doing. Don't worry about it.
And we wait.
Metford, you arrive at 6:55. The rest of the group is there already. There's another Tishar. You arrive in your space yacht. There's another space yacht. Wait, you two? I don't know what the fuck you should roll. One moment. I need to see who has the nicer space yacht.
Credit rating?
Credit rating? Yeah.
Credit roll.
Credit rating?
Credit rate.
Credit rating.
Yeah. Credit rating.
You want to credit rating me off? I
Yeah.
put so much into credit
Wait,
rating.
so how did we
Oh
have to
my
beat our
God.
credit rating score? Is that
What's
what
your
we're trying
credit
to do?
ratings?
Mine-
Mine
Mine's-
is 40.
Mine's 70.
Roll.
Yes. 70. Okay.
Mine is 30.
I got 43.
39.
Your space yacht is significantly nicer than the other space yacht.
Highest class. Yeah, I think he like jumps out of hyperspace just a little bit too late. The pilot does something like, the whole. It's exactly what Rizal just did. The whole button.
The dramatic.
Yeah, it's
descent
exactly
to
the same thing.
stairs.
They're like a smoke machine.
I don't ask like as the smoke machine's going off, I'm gonna ask like the person working the smoke machine on the yacht. It's like, is the smoke machine like too much? Like, or do you think it's okay? All right, well, thanks, and I'll give him some galactic credits. Hi, hello.
Is this ship on fire?
No,
Oh,
no,
it's your
it's
ship
just
on
a little bit of a
fire.
dramatic entrance. I apologize.
Do you need
Yeah.
assistance?
No,
Entirely
everything's good.
dramatic.
Michael,
Wait.
and I'll snap my dino fingers,
Oh my
and
God.
the fog machine will turn off. Hi, hello. Is this all? I guess this is everybody for Dree. I didn't know you'd be here.
Yes, Mepaford, it is a pleasure to see you. I wasn't expecting you here.
I was not expecting you either, Rizal. that is well, yeah. Yes, it
Do you
is.
two know each other?
Are you insinuating just because we're Tishar,
No, I mean,
we all know each
You
other?
said his
Hi.
You said his name.
I'm assuming he's playing with you. We're both part of the Tishar League.
It's funny to make fun of people who are like
Okay.
chronograde, who aren't
You
like
know,
exactly like
it's-
orthograde.
Thank you
bipeds.
for that stunning observation.
You're hilarious.
Forgive me for not owning a space yacht.
No. It's completely understandable. We're just, we're part of the league. It kind of comes with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Is this like a government issued space yacht? Did you get one for free?
Well, Yes.
Get it for
Maurice-
free.
Marie smiles a little bit at that. She likes this brunette woman who's talking.
No, we did not get it for free. No, we had to work for it, and we did. I apologize for such a hearty laugh, but no, nothing is free in Tishar.
I will be blunt. I was gifted this by my parents. I'm very grateful for them.
Well, I worked for it, so
Yes, Mepaford did buy his using. Anyways,
galactic credits.
yes, he did. Yes, it was galactic credits.
So do the doors open up, or do we just?
Verse does not like the three most recent people to walk up.
I wonder why.
What did Marie do?
Two of them because they're rich, one of them because they're a Jedi.
The doors open. There's no one on the other side. Only the doors to a courtroom directly across from you, a smaller mirror of the large oak doors which just opened, and a tile-floored hallway in either direction.
Do you hear me and Mepaford's claws clacking on the tiles?
Have you entered the courthouse?
Actually, no, not yet. I will be the last to enter if I'm able.
If possible, Verse is the first one to walk in.
Lavender is the second with Eurydice.
Eurydice is being pulled.
Yeah.
Horace just
That's
follows
the worst.
Eurydice.
Stand up and just
Lavender calls out. You're like,
let's go.
Okay.
Come on. All right.
Marie goes.
Inside.
Please, after you.
After me, no, I insist.
Oh
Mephifer.
no, please. I was talking to Ather.
Oh,
He hesitates a little bit and then passes through third last.
Are you going to go inside?
I can. Is this going to be another thing or
No, I was just simply asking.
okay? Then I would prefer if you went inside first.
I just wanted to check in. That's it.
Okay.
Are you
I will come out
Okay.
there and grab one of you. Like,
Okay. Yes.
Are you gonna
Sorry.
keep-
I'm making this too
What
big of a
if it
deal.
turns
out, like,
I'm coming in.
No,
I'm coming
if
in.
you want
I'm
to go in
coming
last, I'll go in. I'll
No,
go in first.
I'm going in now.
I'm
Oh my
already-
God.
Resolve.
We walk in
this.
at the same time.
turns around and there's this tiny woman. She's 5 foot tall. She's just staring at you like, you gonna get in here?
Mephifer is not, or Resolve is not much taller. He is,
Yeah,
we are
You're
dinosaurs.
still taller
We're-
than her.
We're kind of short. Yeah. Yeah. Resolve goes in.
We can wait.
No. I'm
We-
really. I'm sorry. I'm quite sorry.
Lavender like turns around and is like, if you guys are like done flirting, can we like just get this over with?
I was gonna ask how long until they kissed.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I was too. I was.
Remember when
thinking
we
that.
were like that?
It's because
Yeah.
we're dinosaurs. Is that why this is occurring?
That was-
Because we're both the same race.
I
No,
don't think this
you're
is
No,
because you're dinosaurs.
We're not the same.
Okay.
We're
Anyways,
mad.
yes, I enter. I'm here.
Mephifer
Give it
looks
2
like
minutes.
pretty perturbed by that sentence.
Lavender does not care. She's got other things on her mind.
Eurydice dresses like this. You think he's gonna give a shit?
Yeah.
Horace is just staring at Lavender, but like with like the disapproving dad look, just
Horace, can I help you?
no, if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I ain't gonna say anything.
As soon as the last of your group enters, the doors shut behind you. You're standing in an empty hallway with white marble tile diamond shaped flooring. And you are alone.
Well, this is an odd introduction. Am I right?
Why isn't there anyone here? Where is everyone?
There should be more.
Does anyone have an experience with this? I don't really know how this works. I just got a letter.
Not personal, I know.
First time.
Yes.
Hmm.
Do I look like I've been in a courthouse before?
Well, clearly, we'll just walk in. And I'm sure the lawyers are there. We'll walk in, do our thing, and leave. It's just jury duty.
Is that what we're going to do?
It's not that simple. Sorry, guys.
It's not that simple.
Hmm.
Do you understand what's going to happen here? Actually, I don't think I caught your name. Gestures to
Ather.
Mephifer.
Yes.
Well, you too.
After produces a small business card in his pocket, and it just has his name on it, like American Psycho style.
Thank you. I don't think I'm going to be needing this, but I'll take it. My husband had jury duty 5 years ago, and that was kind of it. So
I'm sorry you guys divorced. Must have been hard.
That's not.
No,
Oh,
that's
buddy.
not exactly
That's not.
what.
not.
I mean, it was kind of a divorce of sorts, but it.
People don't come back from this.
Don't come back.
Did you read the letter?
Jury
There we
duty
go.
is for life.
You know what?
For
Let's not ruin the surprise for him.
Surprise?
Just leave it at
I
that.
think he
I
has a
mean,
right to
yeah.
know.
You know
He does
what
have a right to
happened?
know.
Guys, what
Don't
do you
come
mean
back.
you don't come back?
It said jury duty for life. I assume that meant, as in like you would have to reoccurringly appear.
No.
I thought it was like
No.
you chose someone's like life. Like it
The
was like
doors
this is
have
important for their
closed.
life.
We're
just
not
here
leaving.
now.
Doors closed.
No, this is kind of it.
You have, I don't know how long to make peace with this, but
Is this
you are about to die.
Are you is this a joke? Is this like a
Does it
fun-
look like
I
a
wish
joke?
it was.
Eurydice
I wish
once
it was.
again has been crying so hard and there is makeup everywhere.
I don't understand what you're doing, what that is.
You don't understand a lot of things,
Right?
it would seem.
don't think this is some type of joke.
You don't come
No,
home with this-
unfortunately not. Do either of you have any sort of like weapons? Did you bring anything with you that might be helpful in any sort of way?
I have my talents, which I don't use often. If you can,
Lavender
Figure.
pulls her gun out of her bag.
Horse has a pen, just
I'd
like a
like
really
you-
good knife.
I was given a letter. I felt like I wasn't able to
Says
prepare
it's
myself for this situation.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, they don't want you to.
Why hasn't this been chronicled? Why haven't people been told that they should prepare themselves for this?
Have you not heard
Because
the
they
stories?
don't want you to prepare.
I suppose the stories don't reach Tisharo.
Apparently not.
It's a kid's tale.
Mostly, yeah.
I've heard they steal people's money. That's the only thing that we care. That's the only thing our tale said.
Oh, they
What?
steal
And that's
more than
true.
this money
They
around
steal
here.
They
money?
do
That's
that.
Yes.
true, actually.
They-
Yeah,
they- the
your
kids tell-
assets will be gone if they're in a bank
The
account.
most terrifying thing as a child was that they took your money and you would never see it again.
But I mean, it is true. After my husband was taken away, so were all of his funds that were not in like a joint sort of.
Same with my mom. When my mom got
I
taken.
hope you all have written wills beforehand. Let me just say about
Oh,
that.
trust me,
I
nothing is in
have
my name.
not.
I also
I
have
have
little
not.
to my name and have none now.
I've got the house. But
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I
I give
give
it to.
to my granddaughter.
Are you okay?
I am assuming, Mepaford, that you did not know about this.
He'll go to the door, not the one that is closed, but like the one that we just came out of, and try to open it up.
Oh, I knew someone was going to try and do this. Okay.
They do not move. They are sealed.
I could give it a shot. Marie takes the saber off her belt and activates it, and a bright green blade like glows. She's like, "Step aside." She's gonna try to stab the saber through the door. Unfortunately, my lightsaber is on a film set, so I don't have it.
Ah, there it is.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Lightsaber.
It's like I'm looking. Well, I mean, you and
Oh,
Sydney
right,
look
it's
so
reversed.
alike.
Yeah.
Wait.
So,
Here, I'll go get my fucking
Yeah.
wig. One second.
Great.
One moment. One moment. I have
One moment,
something
sir.
very stupid to do.
Oh boy.
You
Oh,
love this
no.
game.
Observe. We are
Yay!
the same person.
Hey!
Hey,
You're doing
Anyway,
lots
she
of-
tries to stab the door.
You take your lightsaber and you swing at these doors or kind of jab at them or whatever motion you're doing. And it goes into the doors, you pull it back, there is no mark left behind. They are the same as when you attacked.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, isn't the whole point of those things that doesn't happen?
That's kind of the idea, yes.
We're dealing with something beyond your force thing.
Right, my force thing.
will chaos take us all?
Did you say chaos?
I hope not.
Well, might as well just get on with it. Okay. Resolve starts walking forward.
Don't make this suffering last any longer than it has to.
How's Mepaford looking?
He doesn't look astounding.
Her looks like you're having an existential crisis.
That man
Re-
just found out he's gonna lose all of his money.
Rizal will look back to
Who
Mepford to
cares
see
about
if
his
he's
life?
walking.
That's his fucking money.
He's not yet. There's a little like tears like well up in his eyes a bit.
Mepford, you okay?
On with it, I guess. Gonna happen. Let's have fun.
As much as we can.
He walks.
Let's hope it feels like oblivion. And Verse is gonna walk towards the door.
There's a click of heels on tile flooring. Down the hall to your right is a blonde woman, alone. Navy heels, a dark brown pencil skirt, and a kind of textured brown suit vest over a white button-up and a navy tie. She's smiling, but it does not reach her eyes. Hello. My name is Kasari Salian. Pleasure to have you here. Her gestures seem weirdly measured. As you know, you have been selected for jury duty. It's an honor to have you here. You've come here already, You know that this is where you'll stay. There are options. You can make the easy, the correct choice. You can just agree. Shake hands with one of us, join. People. Lines of suited people begin filling the hallway behind her. Just rows and rows of people. Or you can do what nearly everyone else has done. Run. It never works. Pointless effort, needless harm. You're one person. We've already taken everything from you. You have nothing to return to. The jury contains more knowledge than you could picture in your mind's eye. We've gained thousands of members. There's nowhere you can hide. The courthouse is an old friend. We built it. We watched thousands try to hide within its walls. Of course. She smiles again, kind of tilts her head to the side, as the doors to all the side rooms down the hallways fly open. You're welcome to try. Maybe you'll outsmart us. The lack of life in her eyes kind of tells you otherwise. Either way, it'll be fun. We don't do this often. She speaks only with her own voice, but you swear you can hear traces of dialogue in the slowly forming crowd behind her. So run, or stay. It doesn't matter either way. And she grins, and it's too wide. It's too bright. There's a sudden glimpse of some sick sort of real joy in her expression. You've already said your goodbyes, haven't you? Daskatarman takes off running down the hallway. Kasari watches her go, pulls a wind-up pocket watch out of her pocket, checks the time, and then pockets it once more. 15 minutes. Roll sanity.
What time is it? Rizal looks at his watch. What time is it?
The minute hand on your watch is going in circles. The hour hand points to 7. If you passed, take 1 to sanity. If you failed, take 5. Which, unfortunately, for those who failed, does mean short-term insanity.
Oh
So-
boy.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Yeah, hey.
I will tell you, I have a handy dandy little chart here that I will tell you. I just have to
Spooky
edit
scary.
everyone's- Okay, so we've got Verse and Lavender who failed. We got a 26, which is, please do not do this for the sake of the audio recording of this stream, but Verse has a screaming fit, which this proceeds for 1 round. And for Lavender, I got a 90. Character falls into a stupor, assumes fetal position, oblivious to events around her.
Okay, can I say she's also crying?
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoops.
Play that one. Play these out as however you wish. Those are the effects you take. How this kind of next bit's gonna go, I'm just gonna do in kind of plain text narration instead of pretentious bullshit because it'll be easier to understand that way. The 2 options here are, well, there's kind of 3, but there's mostly 2. There are, you join the jury willingly. You go up to a jury member and you shake their hand and you willingly join the jury. Second, you go fully insane, in which, under those circumstances, you just join the jury anyway. Congratulations. Or third, you just fucking die. Like, that's the least likely one, but you can just fucking die. If you're real stupid, you can just deceased. The fun thing about deceased, which is something that me and Florian came up with, is if the jury kills you, you are just dead. You are not a part of the jury or one of its members. You are just dead. So it's going to try not to actually fully kill you. But if it manages to, you're just dead. You aren't a part of the Eldritch Hive Mind. So that's
The
least
easy
likely
way out, one would say.
I'm assuming that our characters would not know this, and we should play as if they don't.
No, your characters
Okay.
would not, but that is
Tragic.
for
Yeah.
Swag.
Because
I
it
like my
basically never
odds.
happens.
Honestly.
no. For the setting that you guys have found yourself in, for the things that you can interact with and kind of investigate, you are in a courthouse. Kind of self-explanatory there. Directly kind of assuming that you guys are standing facing forward after you walked in the doors. I know this isn't where you are now, but assuming based off of that, directly in front of you is the main courtroom, the one that's actually newsed. Ather, you would know this. This is the one that court trials actually take place in. There's an additional courtroom to either side of this main courtroom. The courtroom to your right is blocked by the kind of endless amount of jury members. Like, they just continue down this hallway. The one to your left is open, along with the doors on the other side of the hallway, which are kind of the same side as the door you came in on. There are 3 doors of unknown use. The first is like a single kind of ornate oak door. These doors are cut out of the same wood as the front door, kind of assumed there was the same sort of giant tree situation. The second is oak double doors with kind of the same more sort of embellishments. And the third is just simple. It's a flat piece of wood. These are your options. The end of the hallway is just a wall. There's the jury, and there is a bunch of rooms down a hallway. And Ather, what do? Someone has just started screaming. Another person is in the fetal position on the floor, crying, and the jury fills the hallway beside you on one side. And they're just standing. They're standing still. Kasari's just watching.
Do I have any idea where those doors lead to, or?
Roll history. or law. Roll history or law.
Okay. I
Whichever you
choose
would
to roll
prefer.
law.
Okay, roll law.
Okay. My law stat is 90, and
Okay.
I just rolled like an 88.
Okay, so you succeed. Not by very much. You know 2 out of the 3 doors because you've been inside one and you know the contents of the other, and you do not know the contents of the last. The first door, you know to be the judge's room, the place where the judge kind of sits, and there's you haven't been in that room because you're not the judge, but that's where they spend their time outside of court sometimes if they need to review something with the jury. The second door, the double doors, enter a public waiting area. You also know that inside of this public waiting area are where they keep the scales. The third door, you do not know. And then there is, of course, the courtrooms, which you've been in, assumedly. You know that the second one that's kind of to your right and the one to your left are not used. It's just the direct across from you that is used.
Right. I guess in that case, I would like to go to enter. No, I would like to move across to the courtroom in front of me and just like slowly open the door.
Got it. There's no one inside. So you go into that
Okay,
courtroom.
good.
Got it. Cool. Second in the order there is Marie.
Which way did Daska run?
Behind you, she went into the first door.
Marie would immediately follow after Daska. Would try to like run with her essentially.
Got it. Yeah, she just turns around and runs and goes into the first door on the opposite side of the courtrooms. Next up is the dexterity check of 50, which there are 5 of you.
I guess, yeah, Rizal sees the 2 of them run off. Actually, no, the 3 of them run off at this point.
Yeah,
This,
the 2 are in the first door, 1 is in the courthouse directly across from you. Courtroom. You were in the courthouse.
well, I see we're running. And Rizal's just going to chase after Marie and Daska.
So you're going to the first room. Metford is next.
Mepiford is going to follow Rizal.
Okay, so Verse.
I just look at the jury and I say, can I ask you a question? What are you?
In terms of what?
Where did it begin?
It began with the scales, as most things do.
Where does it end?
That's a question for another day. It doesn't end here. You couldn't do that. It ends when justice ends. It ends when the scales no longer ring, when there's nothing to balance. It ends when there's no use for us, and that isn't happening anytime soon.
I hope that when that day comes, it's not your face looking at whoever's killing us. It's mine. And I hold out my hand.
She takes it. And you join the jury. You feel a sudden burst of terror. Echoing screams that you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Here is never ending. Here never stops. Hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of minds calling out to someone who cannot possibly help them. And then it's gone. It's not space. It's simply logic. You shouldn't be afraid. You're a part of something bigger than you now. Anything you wanted doesn't mean anything. It never did. You'll never go home again, but does that really matter? You're in the jury now. This is your home. Jury mechanic. Surprise, you're not done. As a new member of the jury, you are also tasked with recruitment. Interpret this as you wish. On your turn, you will now take actions as a member of the jury. Your motivations are what has already been set out. Convince new jurors to join. Proceed as you wish. The only requirement is that your words must be truthful in regards to what you believe is the truth. Welcome to the jury. Eurydice. Your wife is in a fetal position, crying on the floor. All but one of the people surrounding you, and that would be your father, have ran. Except for Veers, who just joined the jury, who kind of steps back into this collective and waits with the rest of them until the allotted 15 minutes is up. What do you do?
Eurydice kneels down next to Lavender, tries to put a hand on her shoulder and shake her, and then reaches for Lavender's gun and just waits with it. If Lavender can't go anywhere, Eurydice is not going to move.
Sure thing.
She's going to ready it.
Next up is Horace. What do you do?
Horace walks up to the non-loaded gun side of his son, because that's not how you approach him with a weapon, and puts his hand on his son's shoulder and says, "If you're not leaving, I'm not leaving. I would rather die than be part of whatever that is." He just kind of nods.
Next in the order is Lavender, who, in regards to the rules that I have set out for short-term insanity, has finished with her stupor. You're still curled up on the floor, still crying, but it's not present. You're not trapped in it.
Okay.
Your wife has your gun.
Yeah. She stands up, wipes her tears, and looks at Eurydice, who's holding her gun. And goes, give me that bag.
You can take it. I wanted to make sure I could keep you safe.
I know, but I'm okay now. Just gonna look at them, look at Eurydice, and say, "We're running. Let's go," and turn around and just run in the same direction as Deska and everyone else.
So we're all going to the same place. Fun and exciting.
Everyone's hanging out.
Best chance of survival is,
Yeah, except the one person who went in a different direction.
Ather. Yeah, you enter the courtroom. You're a lawyer. You've been in this courtroom before. This is the one where the cases take place, and usually there's more people here. You enter these courtroom doors, and there's just lines of kind of empty spectator stands. The judge's booth is empty. The stands where you stand and debate your cases are empty. The seats of the jury box are empty. You're standing in the entryway of an empty courtroom. What do you do? Where do you go?
After just sorts of paces around the courtroom, just thinks about what to do. Just a lot has happened, and he just doesn't quite know how he could get out of this. Like he always finds a way out of this, right? He's trying not to let the demons win, you know? So he pulls out his blaster and like he just like he thinks about should I, should I? But he just sort of like contemplates on it for a minute. But then after he just sits there for a while, then he sort of like leaves the courtroom to just try and check on the others.
You walk back out. Outside, what you see are everyone headed to the first room. Of course they are. Except for Verse, who you see standing beside Kasari in the jury in a different blazer.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where do you go once you're in the hallway?
After thinking, you know what? I'm probably gonna this is probably the end. Might as well figure out what's in that what's in the freaking Mr. Judge's room. So it's on the top of his bucket list, fun fact.
He just needs to know what it looks like.
He's curious.
All of you enter the judge's room. There's a desk made of oak, the same dark finish as the rest of the wood in the courthouse. It's kind of a logical conclusion that this is the same as the doors and otherwise. On the desk, there's a photo of a smiling human man in like his 60s with two young girls. And Ather, you would know that this is the current judge. Their name is Kari Malnight. And there's a couple drawers in the desk. If anyone wants to roll me a spot hidden, not on the room, on something that I might tell you or might not, depending on what you roll on the spot hidden.
Ray, is there furniture the Lavender can use to block the door?
That's an extreme success.
4? Okay, so you're to see, you know this, and the mother, everyone. Looking at the photo of this man and the two girls, you think you saw an older version of one of these girls in the hallway. There is a chair if you would like to try and block the door.
Lavender's gonna try and block the door with the chair. It's like shove it under the handle or whatever.
And you're all in this room. There's a desk. Yes, Sydney?
Ray, are there any vents in this room?
Can we be a little bit sus, Ray?
Rest of the session in the bench.
Actually, roll a spot hidden for Vince, fuckers.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, so that means
That's still a pass.
Okay. Yeah, there is Vince. Sure.
Equivalent of not having proficiency in something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
There are vents in the ceiling. There's
Yes!
one kind of in the corner. There's one in
If
the
you
kind of-
outsmart us, we're good.
Great. Maria,
It's like a long
There's
rest.
one in the opposite
Yeah,
corner.
we got this.
Yeah.
The
You know what?
boys-
Game
the
over.
guys
We
are
can
here.
win
We
this,
handle
guys.
this.
Yeah, Deska runs into this room and kind of just sits down in a corner and just he just sits down.
Marie's gonna go over to Deska, and it's just gonna crash down. Just I think that we should keep moving.
I don't know if that's gonna do much good. Where do we even go? We're locked in a room. She put the chair
mean,
in front of
there's-
the door.
There's always ways out. There's
In the
vents.
backgrounds of this, like if it was in a camera, it would be like in the background. They're
Yes.
opening vents as this sentimental moment's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
There's like it's in the ceiling, so there's a tower of people like standing on each other's shoulders trying to unscrew the vents.
Yeah, how tall
we're
is
going,
this?
We're going. Okay, the ceilings are like 10 feet tall, so if you like stack two of you, you could reach the vent.
Yeah, Marie's just crouching down in front of desk. Is just there's always a way.
Okay. Don't know how we get out of here.
So
Yes.
does anyone
Lou.
feel like venting tonight?
Oh my fucking god.
Marie holds out a hand to help Deska up.
Horace he got into the room successfully, but he's just kind of staring at the door. He doesn't have much intention to crawl through the vents at his old age. So he's just kind of,
He's like 59.
yeah, what 59-year-old man do you know that you could convince to crawl through vents?
He's done.
He's staring up at like
All of it
Lavender and
myself.
Eurydice. He's like, guys, I don't know about this. I have a bad knee.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk up to Horace. Hey,
Sure.
look, I can tell we're some of the old timers here, but look,
Son, I have grandkids.
Okay, maybe I never settled down. Maybe I was too hot of a flame to have kids, all right? But that doesn't mean
Rizal laughs in character.
whatever. It doesn't, come on. I see what you're doing. Come on. We're gonna die anyway. You might as well try to fight. You know?
I have fought all my life. I dealt drugs. I almost lost 2 of my kids. I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to crawl through those vents just to watch my son get stolen away from me one more time.
And I hate to see this. I hate to say this, but you might as well just walk out and shake their hand.
Would you rather Eurydice watches you get taken?
I'd rather Eurydice crawls through those vents.
I'm not going without you, Dad.
I'm not leaving without you.
Does Horace have a gun on him or any sort of weapon?
Yeah, stock of weapons we've got in the room right now are Lavender's gun, if Eurydice has anything. Daska has a knife, and you've kind of seen her shuffling around spell cards, and Marie has a lightsaber.
Right. I was gonna wait until we got into like any sort of relevant combat before I asked this because I forgot to before. Can you see have brass knuckles?
Why not?
Thank you.
Listen, I'll put it out there. I'm just running with you guys because this is the most alive I've been in a decade at the very least. And if you guys seem like you're intent on making it out of here, then why the hell not? I'm willing to give it a chance. But if we're going to give up, I'd rather we do it now, so that way we can just get it over with. However, I am on board with whatever the team is on board with.
I mean, there's enough going on. I don't know if giving up would be the best court. Well, it doesn't make much of a difference, does it? But at least it's something to do.
Okay.
There's always a third choice.
I don't intend on giving up. I intend on fighting.
Okay, if we don't intend on giving up, then I need information quickly on what is prevalent and how we can give me information. I know that they take my money and that is all. What do I need to know in
There's
a brief
not
time
much else
period?
anyone knows.
The jury is an eldritch hive mind. It absorbs the souls of its members.
Oh, okay.
No one has ever left.
What was that, Lavender?
We all become like them, from what I've seen. They're all the same.
Just judging by the photo here on the table, it's one of the people in the hallway.
And we lost Verse.
Yeah, first.
We lost Verse.
Like he died or?
How did it
They
happen?
shook their hand.
Who's Verse again?
She just
Oh,
No,
she just went up
she-
and took its hand.
Yeah,
Why?
he just.
What would you do that?
uh,
I don't
I
know.
It's a choice. At
I
least.
honestly was considering it until I saw people running.
It's
Marie. What?
something to do.
Have you not heard them speaking, Memphis? It's a little bit like, doomsday is here, might as well.
So you're just gonna give up?
Cowardice.
I
I'm
don't
still
ever want
here,
to be a
Anna.
part.
I'm not
of that.
giving up. I just don't see a point in fighting if no one else is. They're hive mind. If I have any chance, it's going to be with a team. A group.
And I'm fighting.
And that's why I'm still here.
I'll fight. Not because I really think I'll win, but I'd rather go out fighting than otherwise.
Daska understands it perfectly.
Can we stop talking and do something? He tries to
Yes,
Absolutely.
let's.
By all means.
Pulls out blaster. Let's go. I've
Why
always
are
had
we
this on me.
What are we doing?
Mepaferd, would you like to hold me, or should I hold you and you can reach the vent?
Are we going up there?
Better idea?
The
I don't
doors
really
seem like a trap. I don't like the whole maze thing that's going on here.
Does
I
anyone
don't
know
really
anything
like
else
the
about the
idea,
doors?
just- I mean, they look like they're made of oak.
Do they have any
That's all I got
meaning
for
that
ya.
we know of?
Yeah, I mean, my dad was real into doors. The oak ones are good.
Perhaps I. Is
The
there any
oak
way I
ones-
could know wherever doors lead?
Everyone has this information now. The door that you are in was the first one. The second set of doors leads into a kind of waiting area for spectators and the accused and any lawyers who are kind of waiting for their turn in the courtroom. and it holds the scales. The scales which Horace, Eurydice, and Lavender would have heard are the source of the jury's power, assumedly. And the third door you do not know because you've never seen it open. And the other ones are courtrooms. And that's what you get. And everyone has that information.
What happens if we break the scales then? We should try to break them.
I mean, is that the source of their
They said
Power?
that that's where it all comes from. Versi was talking to them about it.
We can try.
I mean, I'm in
I've got
favor of
fi-
that.
I've got fireball. I can like set them on fire. I don't know if it'll do
That sounds
shit.
great, actually. Could you fireball a bunch of them?
Guys, I hate to be this person, but okay, we've seen the amount of people that are out there. Can we not assume that they've tried fireballing it once or twice?
I mean, probably, but like it'd be fun.
I agree it would be fun.
If
However,
that's
this
the source
event-
of their power, if we go in and we like smash the scales around a bit, at the very least we could weaken it enough that it may not have enough power to take us.
how,
we
how
just
big
take 'em?
how big are the scales? Yeah, can we
We
take
just
them with
take
us?
them into the vents.
But then what would you do now that you have it in the vents? You would just have it in the vents. Like it wouldn't be.
We could hold it ransom to get out.
I don't know about ransom, but I
Well,
like
we
the
have
idea.
time. They haven't started chasing us yet. We could get them.
I mean, if we're going to do it, let's fucking do it now.
Okay, I say we go in there, fireball it, and if nothing happens, we take it with us into the vents.
I'm going. Who's coming with me?
I'm
We
going.
all
Coming.
I'm going.
Go on.
Okay.
All right. You remove the chair from the door, and you exit the judge's room and go to the next set of double doors.
Mephifer takes the chair as a weapon. Breaks
Right.
it. He tries to break it and takes one of the wooden.
Like a stake?
Can Horace grab an object?
Yeah.
He takes the picture frame and smashes it and just takes a piece of the glass.
Rizal sees Mephifer break the chair and like goes like pull and like grabs a chair or grabs a chair leg as well.
Eurydice will put on his brass knuckles if everyone's grabbing weapons.
He goes, "Well done, Mephifer."
Oh, I was gonna grab it for you. Here,
Oh,
you take it.
Oh,
It's fine.
thank you.
Just grab it.
Yeah.
They go for it.
Right.
You see down the hallway as you if any of you happen to glance back at the jury, they are still standing in the exact same position they were in. Versus join them. You enter this room. Wow, you're in the second one now. A large room filled with rows of kind of semi-comfortable seating, not good seating, but like, it's there. There's a glass case in the back of the room that contains a set of brass scales that are not this big. They are spotless, perfect, and protected. There are 6 rows of seating kind of split on either side of this podium. So are we fireballing?
Yeah, we're fireballing.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can hit it with fireball first if you want. I was just gonna kind of go and swing at it.
I mean, that would probably be more effective. Fireball's a little bit unpredictable.
I'll give that a shot because I mean we are in a room that's kind of full of wood, and we're
Yeah,
also
good
in
point.
the room.
Good point.
So
Good point. I don't do wizardry is more of a side thing these days.
was
You would like to blast
right.
it. Okay, so Marie goes up to the case. You go up to the case and you swing at it.
I got a success on lightsaber, my lightsaber skill.
Yeah. You slash through the transparent steel.
What happens when I smash it?
When you smash this glass case open, you hit it and it kind of splits and kind of just collapses inward. The scales are still untouched.
I grab it.
Roll sanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Man,
I got a
I have a
two.
bad feeling
I
about
got a
this.
two.
2? Damn.
yes.
That's like a
You're
mega
fine.
success, right?
That's a 2, baby.
Let's go, Jedi. Let's go, Jedi.
Jedis are actually immune to justice. That's why
May the
one
force
shot
be
was
with
named
me,
that.
actually.
You pick up these scales. With the scales come too much power for one person. You cannot use it. You know you cannot use it. This is the most power you've felt in your life, which is saying something considering you've been training as a Jedi for however many years. It's overwhelming. And you can't tell what they're saying, but you hear just voices. Just they're speaking different languages. They're talking over each other. And you are holding the scales.
She looks up and goes, Daska, right?
Yeah.
You actually did it. You became a wizard.
I
That's
did.
amazing. I don't know if you remember me at all.
Yeah. A little bit. Are you good?
Do you know anything about voices in your head? Is that your area? Is that your thing?
What is someone casting sending?
It's talking. I don't know. It's talking to me.
Put it down.
It's talking.
Put it down.
No,
Put it
I
down.
can't. Nope. No.
It's probably cursed.
No. All the more reason they can't have it.
Put it down.
Can you use it?
Break it.
Smash it.
I don't think I'm strong enough. Just me.
Then here, he'll run up and try to help.
I think we should go. I think we need to go. We need to go
Where
now.
are we going?
Where are we going?
Are there vents in this room?
There are vents in this room. There's 2 of them.
Climb.
Daska will kind of take out this knife and she flips it, and you think she's gonna throw it at the vent. It's magic missile. She just explodes it. I've got flight. I can get, I think, 3 people up if people can
Yes.
make a horse.
Are you gonna jump?
Jedi.
Oh my God.
You got the force.
Jump.
Yeah, you can just jump.
Force jump. I have the force. Wait, hold on. Can I just start lifting people up?
Roll force. Power. Roll power. Roll power.
That is a hard success.
Yeah, we get into the vent. Do you go through the left or the right vent? The left, if you entered, the left is the judge's office, the right door that no one has been in.
I would go to the door that no one has been in because I'd probably be the first one up there.
Sure thing. So you're going through the right vent. Got it. So everyone is in the vents. I'm saying these are the weirdly large vents because fuck it. So you're kind of in somewhat pairs. So it's Rizel, Ather's on his own. Lavender, Eurydice, and then we've got Daska and Horace and Marie. You proceed to the 3rd room. What happens when you go through the vents to the 3rd room is at some point where you would assume there'd be another vent down at some point. The front of the vent in front of you just cuts off. Through the vent, you see thousands upon thousands of figures in suits standing still, as if in stasis, staring straight forward into nothingness. The room they are in is void, containing no discernible walls or floor. You see a door, but that's it. They seem to be standing on the same plane, the same surface. The door frame is suspended in empty space. Rizel and Mepford, who are in the front. Roll sanity.
This is such a bad place to be for the timer to run out, guys.
1269. Do it. Yeah.
1959.
So
Success.
Both successes. Both succeed. Sorry.
Oop, Ray put a suit jacket on.
Oh, Ray put a suit on again.
Hey, that's a suit jacket.
Don't do that.
unfortunately,
Timer ran out, boys.
The timer has ran out,
This
which
is the
doesn't really
worst
affect
place.
anything.
This is literally the worst place we could have
It's
been.
the
when that ran
worst
out.
place we could
Just-
be.
You're 15
We're
minutes
stuck
is up.
between a rock and a juror void.
Yeah, Rizel and Metford, who are the people who see this. Unfortunately for you, this is a little bit more than what was in the hallway. On a pass, you take 10 to sanity.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I rolled.
fuck.
I got a 10. The 2 people in the front of the vents, in front of all of you, go into short-term insanity.
Now I want to know what the fuck happened to us when we failed.
That the failure was a full percentile dice of sanity. Anyway,
God damn.
Oh my
Bedford,
god.
93. Character becomes catatonic. Can stand but has no will or interest, may be led or forced to simple actions but takes no independent action. This last one round. Rizel. 37. Character flees in panic.
So the rest of us just get pushed
Which
back
way?
out.
Wait,
Which
so I just go
way?
backwards.
Which way?
Which ways?
Evens or odds?
Yeah, evens.
I got an odd. You go forward.
Rise.
Into the jury room.
Oh no!
Okay.
Metford has gone catatonic. Rizel just like tumbled out of this vent.
And he was the stay with the group guy.
And Rizel, you hit ground. It's not a discernible ground. You can't see it, but you hit a surface. And there is numerous jury members. Like, it extends as far as you can fucking see. And a door.
I run to the door? Is that an option?
Yeah.
Yeah, I run to the door.
Cool.
What else is there to do?
You open the door and you're in the hallway again.
God damn it. Which door did I come out? Which door did I come out of?
The third one.
The plain white, or not plain white one. Plain,
Just
wood
plain
door.
one. Yeah. You see you're right now because you're facing the hallway. The jury is advancing down the hallway
How quickly?
very slowly. They're
Like a
walking.
march.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the vibes I
They're-
was getting.
It's measured, it's purposeful. You can kind of count a tempo to its steps.
Am I still in like my panic fleeing state, or am I able to like?
I'm gonna
breeze
say
through?
that kind of will take you to the next round there.
Okay, cool.
So next at the top of the order, next behind the two dinosaurs, the one who just went catatonic and the one who went out of the vents is Ather.
I went catatonic, sorry.
No, the dinosaur, the Tashar in front of you, there was two. One went catatonic and just laid down, and the other tumbled out of the vent.
Okay. So I'm still in the vent, right?
Yeah, you haven't seen what's in the next room yet. You just know that one of the Tashar collapsed and the other one went outward.
And sorry, quick question. So the vent just kind of shut off, right? Like when I dropped out, there was nowhere forward that I could have gone.
Yeah, no, it's as if someone like chopped the vent in half when you reach where the wall would be to the next room. Like Marie, you're right at the entrance of the vent. Like you didn't get anywhere into it. You're just up there.
So us as a group take up the length of the vent.
Yes.
Got it.
Right, I gotcha. I tried to get like the catatonic Tashar, what is it? The Tashar, is that their name?
Tashar. Well,
Yeah, the lizard guy.
the name
um,
is Metford. Mepiford. I
yes,
keep putting
Metford,
the I,
yes.
I'm so sorry.
Mepiford, everybody.
Mepiford P. Tasselharnan.
There you go.
There we go.
Wait,
That's it.
so I get a Mepiford, and I just try to
You
like
can kind of haul him back with you.
yes, and I hold him back out.
He's like foaming at the mouth a bit.
He is, yeah. I get like a little, I get like a little like napkin in my pocket and just sort of like dap up
Pocket
his.
square.
Yeah, like the
As
pocket square.
Mepiford would want
Yellow
you to do.
pocket,
What a-
yeah.
What a lad.
I feel like there's a little bit of like, you know, like he's trying to say thank you, but he can't.
Please, not on my shirt.
Marie. The progress towards this vent has kind of stopped.
What's going on up there? Anyone?
I've
Right,
got no
jumped out.
idea.
I can't tell.
We lost one. Not lost one. Like he fell out.
He kind of fell, kind of jumped. I don't know what happened. He's just gone.
I'm too far
Okay.
back to see anything.
Forward's bad? Is that what I'm getting?
Yes, I think so.
Something says forward's
Yeah.
bad.
I think we
Okay.
need to go back.
I think back out.
Marie's gonna hop back out of the vent and is also gonna try to, if she can, reach out to the force and try and get a vibe on the scales.
Roll force.
These dice are serving me so well. I just rolled a 3.
What are you specifically vibe checking, or is it just the scales? What are you trying to find out about them?
I think she wants to know. There's a general idea in, you know, with the force that it's like it connects all things, and whatever she wants to know if the scales and by extension the jury are part of the life force of this universe. Like, does it feel like they're breaking things, or does it feel like they are part of the world?
From what you know from the Force, the bonds and kind of life force that connects the universe is not present in the courthouse. Or at least it's present with you, and it's present with Daska for some reason. The scales do not have the force. There's a connection between the scales and the jury. It does not connect to the outside world.
Okay.
This doesn't seem to be disrupting anything. The scales in themselves are neutral. The jury is not.
Okay. She just goes, someone lock the door.
You're back in the room, or you was still in the back?
Yes. She goes out.
Got it. Just as a point in between these two things, I didn't put Daska in the initiative or make her a sheet because whatever. She has cast Feather Fall on the people in the vent. So if we exit the vent, we'll be fine.
I need to remember my character has the force. I'm
You
like,
do.
she can move things and shit.
Rizel, who's next? You are in the hallway with the jury. They are walking towards you. They've kind of reached, if like this is the first door, they're here. Like they haven't quite reached where you are yet, but you got a sense that they will soon.
First thing Rizel's gonna do is they're gonna just like immediately start like shielding their eyes from them. They're like, all right, so we're not having any more of that. And he's just gonna go back to the room where they were before, like so the one that they went into the vents.
The double doors, got it. So you go back in that room and you see Marie drop out of the vent.
You're alive.
Not for long, they're coming.
Close the door.
I shut the door. Do we still have that chair or a chair, or is it?
There's like a bunch of seating that's like benches.
Okay,
Yeah.
lovely. I grab one of those chairs and then prop it in.
Mepiford, you're next. You are no longer catatonic. You are in the vent and there's someone kind of dragging you backwards.
What's going on? What's happening?
Rizel is gone.
What the fuck? What are you doing? Get. He's gonna look around. Can I see behind me to their, like, or is it still forward?
Well, you can look behind you. Forward is the same. You probably wouldn't want to look forward again. If you do, make another sanity check.
Okay.
Behind you is Ather, and then Lavender and Eurydice is what you can see. They kind of block the.
I think I'll yell out and just see if I get a response. When I yell Rizal, does anyone like look or anything? Does anyone be like, oh?
Can I roll hear it?
Yeah.
Lavender
If
would
anyone
react and be like, why are you
Yeah,
yelling?
no, anyone in the vent can hear.
Yeah,
Marie,
I would
you have
react
to roll.
as well.
I also succeeded from outside.
Like,
I've
yeah, you
seen
hear it.
him. He's alive.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think we're.
Ah. Get me out of here. He's gonna try to climb over these people very
Oh my
like
God! Like,
very dino.
calm down. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that when your next turn comes around, you'll be in the room. Just because we're kind of got a weird
Okay.
order going on.
Okay.
Next up is Verse. Sorry that took so long, Jaden.
Very good.
Oh no.
Where is everyone?
They are all contained within the double doors.
Okay.
You saw one of them run out of the third door, which you know contains the rest of the jury, because of course you do. And they went into the second set of double doors, and you can kind of hear very muffled conversation inside the doors.
So do I know about the vents as well?
You would know about the vents. You know the courthouse. You live here.
So knowing what the rest of the jury knows, I go
Uh-huh.
into the third room and
Go into
I
the
go
third
into
room?
the vents.
That will take your turn, I will say. But yeah, everyone in the vents, you see. Well, you don't see. You'll see next turn.
Because there's a dinosaur climbing over us.
Yeah, you're a little bit distracted. You're ready to see.
Eurydice sliding out of the vent. Just goes, Jesus fucking Christ, we're leaving.
Can I just assume everyone else exits the vents?
Of course,
Yeah.
he's gonna exit the vents, yeah.
Yeah, Lavender's also gonna exit.
Yeah, so if we get all the way just through the orders for everyone getting out of the vent saying that's an action, we come back around to Marie.
Marie is still holding the scales. How's that, by the way? Has it changed at all? Is she still kind of okay?
Roll another sanity.
Yeah, hey Sydney, why would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ask?
Cindy, what the fuck was that? What?
It's like asking
Listen,
Am I still alright?
Cindy said,
I
"Hey, can I lose some
value
sanity?"
narrative.
Teacher, do we have homework?
I
Yeah,
value
teacher, you
narrative.
didn't ask about the homework.
Marie.
I passed.
Cool. You take 1 to sanity.
She looks to Rizal and goes, "What's happening out there? Are they at the door? Have they made it up the hallway? What's going on?"
Like I told you, they're just slowly marching. It's fucking terrifying.
Okay,
Like, I do mean that genuinely terrifying. Everyone, public service announcement real quick. Do not look at them. I don't know if we figured that out by now. Don't do that.
I would really like to not look at them. That's a great idea.
Yeah. How are you doing with the scales, by the way? Do you need help with that?
It's interesting. If you want, you can. I don't know.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'll happily hold them. I'll hold them with you if that would make you feel more comfortable, but I will not hold them myself.
Sure. I don't know. Do we
Come
want to
here,
try
my
and go
friend.
through the?
Oh, sorry.
I don't like this knowing the origin of the jury.
You said you wanted to hold them together. I was going to
Right.
help you hold
Yes.
them.
My only other idea was, I mean, I guess we could go through the other vent, but
I feel like
I
the
don't know.
vents are magical. I'm assuming they just want to trap us in a little rat's maze and we should just follow their little maze. It'll be fun. Rizal grabs onto the scales as soon as he said this would be fun.
Roll sanity.
Fuck yeah. I got a 17.
Yeah.
Pass.
I
Take
succeed.
1. It's your turn now, Rizal. Do you want that to be your turn? Or do you want to take another one?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that is
Okay.
fair. That's my turn. What does happen though when I grab the scales? Do I also hear the same?
You get the same. This is the most power you've ever experienced in your entire life.
Like we talking like oh my god, I have power. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna kill the world, or like oh wow, this is scary power.
Kind of more of the second, in kind of more of a, you feel like there is a way to harness it that you do not have access to. But whatever does harness this, it's bad.
It be bussin', as the kids would say.
Yes,
Sure.
for sure. Mepaford.
He's gonna run up and grab it too.
Okay, roll sanity.
Holy shit, I got a 6.
Oh
my
God.
We
So
are the
nice.
same
God.
bitches.
Ah!
You're fine. You get
Guys,
this, but
We've all been like let out of the mental ward.
it's the same as the others. You feel more power than you've ever experienced in your entire life.
Is there any way, anything I can use to harness the power? Any way at all?
Roll law.
I'm proficient in law. I will say it's Dino law.
The law of the jungle.
Fucking 16!
If you form a bond with the scales, you receive its power. That's where the jury gets its power. It's the collective of the jury has a bond with the scales that makes it like this.
So if I form a bond with the scales, I will in turn become the jury.
No, you would be creating a second bond with the scales. The jury has made a deal. You don't know the origins of this because you are not entitled to this information. Verse would, because Verse is in the jury, but Verse isn't here right now.
Could I try to form a bond with the scales on my turn?
Sure.
I mean,
Oh, Meppy, no.
Roll power and also sanity.
power first. Well, that's a 97.
Okay, so roll sanity still.
Alrighty, Roo. That's a 68, which is a
Okay.
failure.
Which is a failure.
Oh, bud.
No.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no.
Okay.
This might be a time to use some of your luck on
Oh.
that sanity.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I completely forgot about that. Thank you very much. I'll use 11 points of it to make it like a 57 instead of a 68.
You pass. On a pass, on an attempt to make a bond with the entity known as the scales, you take 10 to sanity.
Ouch.
I did roll that.
Things are not looking up for Mepiford P. Tasselharnen.
That's a 36 for short-term insanity. You flee in panic.
Rizal would be like, oh, Meppy, as like he grabs onto the scales.
You try to reach out to whatever this is, whatever this source of power is. You contact it, and it doesn't go well for you. There's so much information that you try and compute at once, and it just does not work, and you kind of back up. Well, you run. After Mepiford is Verse.
I say, as I'm crawling through the vents, Marie, there's no fear in the jury. There's no anger in the jury.
There's no
hate.
hope, and there's no love.
You'll never suffer.
It's part of life. She's just holding on to the scales. And she probably also like has her saber drawn in her other hand. Like if she has the scales with the group here, it's just
There is no emotion in the jury. There's only peace. We know everything, so there's no ignorance. There's knowledge. There's no passion, only serenity. No chaos, only law. And there is no death, only the jury.
she looks a little shaken. You don't know me, and you don't know my life, just because you know the codes I follow.
So you betray them just because it's someone you don't agree with.
Eurydice Key.
Hearing Versus voice from the vents, everyone else is out of them now, right?
Yeah, everyone's out of the vents. We're all in the room.
Marie, do you think you can close it up?
I kind of blasted it. My bad.
I could try.
If you can't do it,
I will try.
you okay?
I'm okay. If that thing knew anything about me, she would know I'm not a Jedi anymore.
Horace.
Horse is standing like directly. He got out of the vents last year, but he's standing like directly under them, just like staring up into them. And then he takes the pen off of his jacket and he uncaps it. It's like a metal fountain pen.
Lavender.
Lavender like readies her shotgun and backs up to stand in front of Marie and everyone else who is holding the scales. Like, let her come to us.
For the first time tonight, the jury takes its turn in order. You've blocked the doors to this room. Versus in the vent. One of the vents. You've got kind of a bench, kind of hopefully barricading you in. There's a thunk against the door, and these doors crack open ever so slightly. They're not open. You just see them kind of inch open, like there's this tiny gap. You can see movement through it, not much else. Lavender, you hear a woman's voice, and she's just going, "Are you in there? I'm sorry, I was gone for a while."
Lavender's like holding it, like drops a little bit. Mom?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stay away this long. It's fine. You're here now.
You promised you'd come home.
I am home, and this is yours too.
This isn't home.
It is though.
No. Our home's with Dad.
Maybe it was. Our home is here now.
This isn't my home.
It will be. I'm so sorry.
This isn't my home and it never will be, and you're not my mom anymore. Raises her gun back up.
Ather.
She's crying.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Okay. Do you shoot? Okay, what are you shooting?
So hold on. Which part, like, is the jury like presenting itself on the other side of the door?
The double doors are open like that much. They're hardly opened.
Can I keep like my gun trained on like the door, so like if it like opens and like something presents itself, I could like
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Marie.
Can I yank the vent cover off the opposite one and then shove that onto the one over there?
Yeah, roll force with advantage.
That will be an 18, which is a hard success.
Cool. So yeah, you jam this other one up onto the vent. And Verse, when it gets your turn, you will have to spend your turn getting through the vent cover if you are to continue inside of the room in this fashion. Rizal.
Rizal is gonna look at Marie. Marie, do you mind if I let go of this real quick? I'm gonna go check on Mephifoot.
That's okay.
Okay, I let go of it and I go to check on Mephifoot.
Mepiford is next, so whenever you want to kind of come out of your panic, go for it. Narrative tone tag.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, Rizal's just kind of standing over Mephifoot, just like trying to calm him down, just seeing how he's doing.
We're close. I saw that we're close. We're close.
We're close? What do you mean we're close?
So if we just connect to that, it doesn't matter. Okay. There's no way out. It was either join this shit thing. It's just like the league. Or we make our own. You. Me.
Make our own.
You've done it before?
I'm down to try if you are.
Of course. We just have to play their games. Close. We can do it.
I'm willing to try
This
if
can
you
be
are.
a new league. Of course.
All right.
We do one of those.
Yeah. Rizal, the three talents on three talents grab each other and helps him back up. Rizal pulls him up and kind of just like looks him in the eye.
Verse.
Wow.
So I have a crazy idea.
Go for it.
Can I use my education to know how physics works and to know that if you apply pressure with your entire body, that it will apply enough force to push something more?
Sure, why not?
81
Is that a
Is that a
pass or
pass or
fail?
is a
fail?
pass.
Congratulations. Yeah, you know the thing. Go for it.
And then I'm going to use my size to do that.
Okay. Are you trying to like bust through the vent essentially?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you do that. You kind of throw your full weight against the vent cover, and it's not screwed on, it's just jammed up there. So with enough counterforce, it falls through. You also fall, and you take a point of damage from it, but also it doesn't really matter. You hit the ground, and now Verse is in the room with you. I'm gonna say that's your action, but you're in the room. You can speak, go for it, but you can't like do.
Mepiford, you want your money back? You can have it all back. All of it. Everything. It will all be yours if you're part of the jury.
You're ready to see.
Can I swing on Verse?
Yeah, go for it.
That's fighting brawl. 25 is just a normal success on my fighting brawl.
68.
7.
So Verse takes 7 damage. Horace, you're next.
So is this like a where you can like assist people in like fighting enemies?
Yeah, why not?
Can Horace roll to just try and stab Verse with a fucking pen?
Yeah, no, you can stab.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I got like a 40-ish, is
Okay.
that a
That's a-
success?
Yeah, Jaden will dodge.
Can I still use luck?
Yeah, go for it.
4 points of luck to succeed.
Cool. So you miss, you don't do damage there.
Goddamn.
And Lavender.
Lavender's gonna shoot at Verse.
Okay, roll to hit.
19. That's a pass.
39.
You try, but Verse dodges out of the way with kind of a bit of an uncanny speed. After Lavender is the jury. What happens on the jury's next turn is that the doors open further. And now you can see into the hallway. They're still behind this kind of barrier. There's the double doors. So there is one person on each door. You don't recognize one of them. You get the sense that maybe someone here would have, but they're gone now. It doesn't matter. This would be for anyone wanting to contribute to dramatics, Versus husband. The other door is Marie's. He's wearing a red jacket, black pants. He's got kind of light blonde hair pulled back into a ponytail at the base of his neck. And they're standing on either side of the doors. They've kind of shoved them open and they're just looking into this room, he looks about like you remembered, a bit full of himself, a bit more confident somehow, a different sort of confidence. He was an ass. He had a confidence, but this is a different brand. And he's got one door and this other man has the other. The other man is in kind of this deep green suit. And they're just, hello.
Hi.
Oh, everyone's here. That's fun.
No shit.
Yeah. It's fun.
You're even worse than I remember.
Oh, please, I try. You really didn't think I'd get better in here.
I don't really think you got anything because I don't think you're you.
I'm still myself. Who else would I be? Whoever you knew is maybe someone else, but I'm still me.
I don't know you. And you don't know me.
I used to.
Did you?
I think so.
You just left.
Well, it's kind of the nature of the thing, isn't it?
I know.
Not saying I wouldn't have otherwise, but you know, it is what it is.
It was really only a matter of the days, honestly.
I suppose. We'll get past this. He's kind of looking at this bench that you've blocked the door with that they've shoved even further into the room.
She's been holding her saber like out towards him the whole time.
It's nice to see you.
I wish it wasn't nice to see you too.
Ather, the jury has opened the doors. Would you like to shoot? There are 2 men.
I would love to.
Green suit or red suit?
Which one looks more like a threat?
The one has been actively taunting Marie, who's the red suit, if you would like to shoot him.
I would love to shoot the red suit.
Yeah, roll with the gun stat.
24. So that hits.
Yeah, how much damage do you deal?
6.
You were ready. You were primed and ready. You had your blaster up. He opens the doors. You're startled by a little bit because he starts speaking, but you get your wits together and you shoot. And he takes this and it kind of just impacts. And there's no like emotional reaction to it. He took a blaster shot. You can see the damage, but he's just,
Shit, well,
Alright.
I'm out of ideas, guys. I'm out of ideas.
And that was your held action from last turn. You got another one.
I got another one.
Yeah, that was your held action from last turn that I.
All right, let's start testing again. Let's
And it's
go.
your turn
Blast him
again.
again.
Blast him again.
And you just start blasting.
All right, 17. I hit.
Okay, yeah, roll damage.
9.
What happens when we kill one?
Let's find out.
You hit again. The blaster hits kind of the other shoulder and he kind of staggers backward and just goes, nice one. And just tilts sideways and falls to the ground.
Oh shit.
And that was
Yep. That was Marie's husband. Marie, it's your turn.
Fuck
Ew.
Oh, there he goes.
All right, I'm out. See you guys.
I'm outie.
Roll a psychology, Marie.
psychology.
Roll a psychology.
Okay, I'm pretty good at that.
Roll me a psychology.
These skills are so fucking weird.
They are.
Seven.
Oh my god.
Which
You and
is
your fucking luck.
according to my sheet, is an extreme success.
For the record, you're about to psychoanalysis your dying husband. I don't know if this is a win.
It's not a win for Marie, but it's a win for Sydney, the narrative slut. So, you know. Anyway, I see that happen.
You do. And you look at this man. That was not your husband. That was seemingly, from what you can tell, a memory of who you thought your husband was. He moved with mannerisms that you remembered, but seemed slightly different, slightly off, slightly the same as the woman you saw in the hallway earlier who was speaking to you, Kasari. The same kind of measured movement. And he was too confident for that. There's this kind of measured patience that he never had. And now he's dead. He did not seem hurt. He's just on the ground.
She starts crying. She has been, but like, no, I don't think she was. She starts crying now. And I believe she's currently the only one holding the scales, correct?
Yeah, Rizal and Mepaford are kind of in the corner having a business meeting.
Great.
He kind of just turned sideways. He was, as he died, he was still smiling.
Okay. Yeah, she just starts holding her lightsaber to the scales and is just gonna hold it to it. She's not expecting it to go through. She's not expecting it to do anything, but she's just holding the saber to the scales. Seeing if anything will come from that.
Rizal and Mepaford. It's Rizal first, Mepaford second, but I'm assuming that you're having a conversation still, so I'm just going to hand that to both of you.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was going to just ready an action to, I'm just going to like do the Call of Cthulhu equivalent of helping Mepaford initiate a
Got it.
business contract basically with the court or with the skills.
Yeah. Oh
my God.
I'll give Mepaford.
That's what it is.
I'll give Mepaford advantage on that one, then on whatever rules he's making.
This is me and Mepaford are combining together to both kind of
Yes.
join and make our own jury of sort.
Yes.
Yes. That is what you're attempting to do, correct?
That is what we are going to do, and watch it happen.
I love your confidence.
Mepaford, roll power and sanity.
Okay.
Rizal, roll sanity.
For power, that's a 7. 10 for sanity.
Cool. You take 3 on a success.
Okay.
Rizal, what did you get for sanity?
So I got a 65 on the
Okay.
sanity. My sanity is currently a 48, so 65 minus 48. We're gonna pump that into math because I don't feel like doing that. That is 17, so I'm gonna use 17 luck points.
Okay.
And
You take 2 to sanity on a success.
Ray, the business dinosaurs made a business contract.
I'm
Business.
aware. This might not have been a good idea for the business dinosaurs. Fun fact. So,
It was the
You have
most in
six-
character thing to do.
oh yeah, no, that is just 100% in character. However, business dinosaurs, business Shar, they love business and money and business. Good for them. You reach out to the scales. You are looking to make a contract with them.
A merger.
Yeah, you're looking to merge your
Combining our
kind
assets,
of
if you will.
assets. Yeah, well, there is,
Combining our
luckily
assets, if
enough,
you
there
will.
is a lawyer in the room. You combine assets with the scales. What happens as a result of this is what happened years and years and thousands of years ago when the jury was formed, when Kasari Stallion found the scales and made a pact with them to protect them. What are you offering the scales?
What would be something to like along the lines? Like
The scales are a representation of justice. They are fundamentally neutral and are kind of in favor of maintaining a sort of balance to the universe. This is what you can kind of gather. If you have further questions, I can answer them. You have entered a contract with the scales, apparently.
Could we offer an alternative? So you say it seeks balance. So currently there is the jury. There is currently no balance against the jury. Could we offer a balance of an anti-jury.
You could offer an anti-jury.
Yes!
Brandon, you're a fucking. I love you.
An anti-jury. It is only biased.
I would love to create an anti-jury as a balance.
Capitalism
Okay.
jury, guys. This is where it happens.
You are creating.
The business dinosaurs made
They
capitalism.
invented capitalism.
You are creating an anti-jury. You.
Oh my god.
You are creating capitalism.
The business dinosaurs made capitalism.
Ladies
Scared
and
yet?
gentlemen, we invented capitalism.
Ooh.
Capitalism exists in kind of a warped form on Tisharl, but you've sought to bring it to the universe, apparently, harnessing the power of the scales. What you gain from this contract, the jury is hundreds of thousands of people. The power is dispersed. You are two. Well, off the bat, you are no longer allied with the group you came in with. You are allied only with yourselves. You do sense that.
Are we out? Sorry, that was the grossest way to do that.
Yeah,
What
they
the-
also, I will point out, they do not have the scales right now. Marie does.
They do not.
We didn't we touch the
Yeah, we
scales
did-
when
we
we
did
You
did that?
that.
did.
Grab the
You were
scales
able to
when we
make a
did
pact with them, but Marie has them right now, and Marie is holding a lightsaber to them. So I was assuming you were just kind of doing bullshit.
I thought
I
we
was
were.
just gonna
going
like grab
up.
the
Did you, like-
areas that
Okay.
weren't being lightsaber.
You walked up
Yeah.
and grabbed the scales.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Okay. She doesn't turn off the lightsaber.
no,
So you
that's
just gotta
okay.
dodge.
Okay.
You do sense that to harness the power more effectively, it would do you good to gain more members. Currently, it's not something that you can kind of harness. It's explosive. If you were to try and do something, it would have effects beyond your control. You've created a secondary jury.
Oh god.
If it is okay with the two of you, you are also trying to recruit the members of this room.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Fuck yes.
Finally, we're on the same page, and I'm gonna lean in, and I'm going to kiss Riza.
Yes. This jury is not homophobic.
This jury is gay.
If
Jury is only lesbians in this jury.
if I can like project a little bit of a weird jury, like if you could see anything, you would see the secret marriage pact formed in order to get into the Tisharl League. And the years of struggle between each other, never connected, never being on the same page, but finally, with this Eldritch hive mind, we have
Finally are
become.
able to break free of our borders that were holding us
Enemies
apart.
to lovers speedrun.
That's so good.
I am combining your turns and I'm just listing you under capitalism. You will act as one. Anyway, after the formation of capitalism is a nearly dead verse. You've got a few hit points left still. You've got 4, I believe.
Verse holds out her hands to Marie and to Horace. Don't you want to make the world a better place for your children? For those children that you've raised as if your own? If they are your own or your grandchildren.
You don't know anything about my son.
Horace kind of looks down and goes, "My kid is right there," and just kind of points at Eurydice. And you are really ruining his day right now. Ain't making the world a better place for anyone.
And Verse's focus shifts only to Marie. Don't you want to make it a better place for Sheev?
I'm making the world a better place for Sheep by keeping him the hell away from you. Keeping you the hell away from him.
If you are the law, then he's safe because you raised him, speaking mother to mother. And can I roll fast talk?
There is also a persuade skill.
Do I roll something to counter that?
Power? Intelligence?
Sure.
Whatever you feel like.
So I rolled a 100.
Oh no.
I guess I'm gonna wait and see. I guess I'm gonna spend 20 luck to make that a success.
56 luck to make that a really good success.
I'm gonna spend all of the remaining 40 of my luck to get mine to a hard success.
You succeed. You hear Verse speaking and no.
She doesn't say anything. She's just holding the lightsaber to the scales. Still.
Eurydice?
I'm gonna punch Verse again. I did fail pretty hard on that.
Horace. Unless Eurydice has anything to say.
Horace is just a little bit mad that someone punched his kid. Can he roll to just like hit him in the side of the knee? That's a 26.
Cool, so that succeeds. Do you want to roll dodge Verse against that, or
That's an 82.
you fail? You take a hit roll damage.
Horace grabs him by the shirt collar and goes, "Don't touch my fucking son," and just like knees him in the side of the knee, which
Roll damage.
a 6.
So Verse is dead.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for being the villain. You're dead now. After Horace is Lavender.
She's gonna turn and shoot whatever other jury member is at the door.
Yeah, there's another one at the door in like a green suit. There's also a fuck ton of people in the hallway. Do you want to shoot the other door person?
3. 2 damage to the one holding the door open.
On its third turn, trying to open this door, the jury succeeds. It shoves the bench that's been blocking it out of the way, and people begin entering the room. There is Verse, who is dead, her husband. You don't recognize him, but just so the narrative knows that he's there. There is Lavender's mother, Doma Key. She's got kind of light pink hair and pulled into a bun in this dark blue suit. They're all just kind of stepping over the corpse of Marie's husband, or what you're assuming is a corpse at least. You're not entirely sure how this fucking thing works. And there's just people filling the room. You see the woman from the hallway, Kasari, as well. And they're just walking towards you. They kind of pause as they see the Tishar, or when they see capitalism. That's new. Don't know how much good it will do you, but we've been doing this far longer. Have fun. And that is the jury's turn. Ather.
All right. I'm fucking blasting again. Let's go.
You're blasting. Who are you aiming at? Someone's hurt. Do you want to aim at the hurt one, or do you want to aim at someone else?
I want to aim at the hurt one.
Cool. Shoot.
16.
I believe in you.
Let's go.
6 damage.
Cool.
Great
He
shot.
doesn't look
You should
great.
join capitalism.
Yeah, great job, dude. Join capitalism.
Next in the order is Marie, who has the scales. These dinosaurs are on the scales, and they're going, "Do you want to join capitalism?
Do a vibe check.
You want to
Can I do
psychology
a
the
vibe check on the
capitalism?"
capitalist? I would love.
capitalist?
Can
I
I
would
do a
love the
law? Can I
psychology
do a
the
law check
capitalist.
to check if any of this is legal?
Yes, roll a law against capitalism.
I'll
Ather.
roll a law check against capitalism.
Okay.
Can we just say that the capitalists immediately fail on the law check?
Yeah, this shit ain't legal.
This shit
We're
is
using
legal, baby.
Eldritch-
I got a hard success on the vibe check on the capitalist.
capitalism. Okay.
Specifically, she's trying to see if this is basically the same thing as the jury. Like if this is any better.
From your earlier check on like the force, through the force on the jury bullshit, and you sense that kind of separate from the life force of the universe, but the bond between the jury and the scales. This is another one. This is just another one. They just did it again.
Right. Okay.
Law check. This is not the law. This is capitalism.
Great. For my action, Marie is going to try to, she's been holding the scales with the force. she's gonna try to rip them out of the other two's hands and just like hold them up and suspend them in the air.
Okay, roll force.
I actually failed, so
Yeah,
rolled a
Mephifer's
90.
still holding on.
I rolled a 90.
We're just like, no, I got
Rolled a
this, actually.
90. Okay, yeah, they're not holding on to it very hard, but you kind of try to move it upwards and they're just on it.
She's a little thrown off too.
She's a little
like-
thrown off, yeah.
She just looks at the two of them and is like, I think you guys are messing with forces that you don't understand and that I don't understand. This isn't escape.
Next up is capitalism.
That's business, baby.
Guys,
Why make the world better when you can make money?
With that result, let's go over the scales. Rips off his cardigan, throws off his tie, and unbuttons
I
one.
swear to God, I'm going to shoot everyone in this room and then myself.
I hate them. Love you two. Hate the capitals.
I love these dinosaurs.
So,
They're so
I
good.
love the dinosaurs. I also
what deal
hate
can
them.
we make
They're gay dinosaurs.
to get y'all to join on this business endeavor? What kind of deals are we talking here? Anyone?
Yeah, what do you want? We can do anything you
Can
want.
I
Literally
leave?
anything.
We
Can I
changed
go
it.
home?
Uh,
I go home to my kid.
You can.
you know what?
Can I
Yeah, we do
leave?
that.
Yeah, we got you. I don't know
Yeah.
if
It's
I
not
can.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Insight.
I
We
feel like
got you.
capital- I feel like
I don't know.
capitalists can lie. I feel
Anything
like
your heart
capitalists
desires,
can
we
lie.
can sell it to you. You want your kid? We'll sell him to you.
Yeah.
I do
I
not
want to be
sold
Buy
a
my
child.
daughter.
No, you
I
don't
wanna buy my
understand.
kid.
No, you're not understanding. You can buy anything, literally anything.
Anything
Isn't
Can I
that
buy you?
wonderful?
Can I buy you?
with enough money.
For the
Enough
right price,
credits.
baby.
Will I
You can buy
get
both of
money
us.
from you?
I'll throw us both and you might get a discount.
Hey. How much?
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Hey, Keeper. What fucking can we do?
Capitalism. You.
This really is a fantasy game.
You're
Yeah.
welcome to free market.
What you gain is a sense that you need to have a base, and that is where you should be, because operating as a collective, you'll be stronger. You could technically send these people home, but they would soon return back to capitalism. Like, they're not going to stay home for very long. They would go home and they'd be capitalists, so they would leave. They would come back to wherever your headquarters is. It's not here. You have to leave this place and form your own thing. But the more people you have, the stronger and the likelier chances you have of being better capitalists. I don't fucking know.
So they have to make a deal with us.
So you're saying that we can both get them as capitalists and also send them home?
You could send them home temporarily. They would not remain at home.
Right. But I'm saying like this is a net gain for the capitalists. I'm talking like
This
as
is a net
capitalist,
gain for
like,
the capitalists. Yeah, this is a net gain for the capitalists. This is going to improve your assets.
Oh my
overall.
god, yeah.
I hate it here.
we can send you home. Genuinely, I mean it.
Do not.
For the right price, we can send
What-
you home.
Would I be me,
Would you be you?
or would I be someone else?
You'd be you. Just, a trace of more spending habits, maybe.
We
Maybe a
can
little
send you home.
small desire to go on a shopping spree every now and then.
They're getting closer every minute.
I don't have money to spend. They have it. And I'm not taking money from the people that I left behind. They'll need that.
Well, why don't we just give you some then? Just for a time being.
Do you have money?
Of course. Do we have money?
We have power. Money is
Show me.
power.
Show me your fucking money.
Can we materially? Fuck.
Materialize
You don't-
money?
You do not have any money.
You have no
The
money.
Damn it.
jury has it.
The
Fuck.
jury did take
Okay.
your money.
The
So
door's
we'll
closed. The
say
jury
I'm
has
gonna
your
take
money.
a-
we'll say in this instance we don't have any liquid assets.
I'll take out my credit card that I have on me that's on my character sheet. Yeah, I've got money. It may just be a piece of plastic right now.
Listen, we're just trying to give you a better alternative than what's out there.
I'm unconvinced that this is better.
I'm convinced that it's not them, which to me, that's a win.
The one.
At least they're not lying.
I never said we were.
You never said you were telling the truth either.
Well, we are. I can send you home.
I can send you home.
And leave me alone forever?
Well, there's a price with everything.
Here's a price.
I'm not paying that price. I'd rather die than join either of these fucking whatever.
And that's your choice, you know? We're men of freedom, if you will. You know?
Man. Oh.
Oh, a men only club.
We are men.
We are men.
Well, I'm not a fucking man, so fuck off.
That's why we need you. We need the
That's what we need. I don't understand.
You
don't
want them to
understand
be-
what we're willing to pay.
You want us to be your
need-
diversity hire? Is that what
I
I'm
don't-
hearing?
I'm not a goddamn diversity hire. Fuck off.
Capitalism
So-
loses. The only time in the world where capitalism fucking loses is with me?
Anyway, Eurydice.
Does someone say they'd rather die than join it? Are they?
Lavender.
Does it seem like no one is like kind of considering?
I feel like if anyone's going to consider capitalism, it would be Horace, because he's a business owner and a man.
I'm throwing turn order out for the capitalism discussion. The jury will just go whenever I've decided this is done.
Listen, I'm saying, Horace, we can send your daughter and her wife home. Ray, can we send them home in exchange for Horace?
I mean, that's up to you. You're the capitalist.
That seems like a fair deal. I'd rather have one than none.
Everything's got a price.
Everything's got a price, and at least I'm winning something.
All right.
We have low funds right now. We're starting a new
Horace
business. We're
kind
willing
of
to take a few
walks forward and he
risks.
goes, if I join you guys, you can send them home.
We can
Absolutely.
send them
Don't
home if you
do
join us.
it.
Nah, you gotta verify. You gotta get it in writing.
Don't trust them.
What'll it be, Horace? Time's ticking. I hate to be that person.
Any chance to get you guys out is better than not having a chance at all.
No.
I have to agree.
If you're ready to see, sweetie, I love you. But
Don't do it. Don't. You trust them?
I trust them more than I trust the jury that's been chasing us around for circles for years.
Don't give yourself for me. You're the one who raised her. She doesn't know me.
Well, you can't leave her with Susan.
Please don't.
You could go instead, Eurydice.
We're gonna die either way. I might as well take the chance.
Please.
I love you, sweetheart. And he steps forward and he reaches his hand out to them.
Rizal's 3-talent hand grips his, and they shake.
Welcome to capitalism, Horace.
We can send you home. I don't know if we will.
Into they would, to the can.
Why you always get it in writing.
We just agreed that we can, not that we had to. That's what you agreed to, Horace.
Why are you saying this now when he's already fucking one of you?
Because this was
Why do
their
you think?
plan. They're getting more people.
That was kind of the idea, I think.
If you join, we will send you all home. But we need insurance.
You can't do that. We're still in the courtroom.
But it's not with just 3.
But with all of us, just think about it.
Think about it.
We'd be doubling our collective force right now. We have 3, 7?
The room is slowly filling with people.
We're 8. They're hundreds of thousands.
You see on the floor
And we can escape.
that
Do you know how many underdogs die?
the man that Ather killed stands back up. He pushes himself to his feet. Not
Lavender
fully,
turns to the
body.
jury and goes, "Can you kill them?" Pointing to the capitalist.
The jury, including the person who's just stood up, goes, "Death isn't what it's equivalent to, but I believe we'll do about the same."
You can break this.
Of course, we've been doing this for thousands of years. This has been what? 15 minutes? I'm going to immediately ruin the energy I just created. So this man, who is Marie's husband, who was juried and probably isn't quite her husband anymore, rises from the dead, reaches into his pocket, and much like the capitalist, pulls out a pair of sunglasses. He goes,
Motherfucker.
Fucking hell.
"You said we could buy you. We have money. How much? Name a price."
You wait. If you buy us, then
We lose our funds essentially.
You gain all of them. You gain more money than you could ever need, and that's all you are really wanting in the world. We have the largest collection of money, funds, assets that you could ever lay your eyes on.
See, but you hoard. We love spending.
Oh, we spend. There's just too much of it. It doesn't matter. We've got plenty of things to spend it on.
Yes, but where's the fun? Where's the business?
Oh, there's business. We make deals.
you make
Yes.
How much? Name a price. Whatever
Any
you
price.
want. Anything. Sure.
See, but it doesn't matter. They can buy anything. We're selling our startup to a monopoly.
Yeah,
Well,
could be good for business.
I fucking hate myself now.
we don't have any businesses at the moment. We just have the courthouse. Maybe we could branch out. Maybe you could be a new franchise or something.
Are you talking about
A merger?
buying our
Our assets?
Of course, we have thousands of members with business experience such as yourself. With your minds combined,
That was the winning words.
we could gain, we could merge our assets, we could become one.
Be good networking opportunity.
Would we be able to do business? You do jury. Would we still be able to do capitalism if we were combined?
Of course, we make deals.
Can we insight that?
Yes, that is the biggest.
Roll a psychology on the jury. Nice.
Okay, I got a 40, and I'm going to use 30 luck points to make that an extreme success.
Okay. So you're asking if the jury is lying about making deals, correct?
We're lying about if we can still we are asking if they're lying about if we can still do capitalist stuff.
Oh, sure thing. Got it. No,
So they're lying.
they're not lying.
We can still be
A
capitalists.
merger. We could merge.
Does it seem like they're hiding? Does it seem like they're hiding something?
Yeah.
They always seem like they're hiding something. There's hundreds of thousands of minds in here. It's kind of incomprehensible to even compute the amount of information that the jury would be hiding. It could tell you everything and you wouldn't remember it all.
Excellent networking opportunity.
Rizal, you're my closest business partner.
Hmm.
We'll lock heads. Where do you say we go with this? Do we combine our assets?
It's everything I've ever wanted, but it just doesn't feel right.
Ugh. So much money.
So much power, so much knowledge.
Fuck.
What was that?
You're getting real hot about business, guys.
About to fucking us.
Marie, what do you think we should do here?
Yeah, Marie, you're smart. You're wise.
What? You're asking me?
Yeah, Marie, we're branching out. We're branching out our business. What do you think we should do?
If you want to know what I think that you guys are both different sides of the same coin neither of you is doing anything that's natural, anything that's whatever. And honestly, either you're going to destroy each other or you're going to end up as part of the same thing. So I honestly couldn't give a fuck.
Then I'm down for some chaos where we destroy each other.
Me too.
Yeah.
We don't combine our assets.
I'm gonna bite his hand.
Could Horace
Yes.
stab his hand with the pen?
Go for it.
I want in.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna stab his hand with
Horace
the
takes
talon
out
as well.
his pen and just stabs him in the hand.
The jury attacks.
Hell yeah.
Capitalist specifically. That's a 9. 10 jury members attack at once. Probably about 3 hits on each of you, and I'll roll damage for that here. This man takes his sunglasses back off, kind of jerks his hand back from where it got stabbed, just looks at it, puts them back in his jacket pocket, and backs into the crowd. And at the same time, about 9 jury members come forward at once. 3 attack each of the capitalists, and the capitalists take 10 damage.
Capitalist resolve dies.
So does Capitalist Mepiford.
Capitalist Horace is standing.
I think
Capitalist Horus is
the
standing.
dinos die together.
One.
The
Yeah.
dino's like, holy
Absolutely.
They
Collapsing into
die
each
in
other's arms.
Ather. The capitalists are mostly dead. The one looks real fucked up. The jury is advancing. You just saw them immediately kill 2 people. And they kind of stand back up.
Can I just like defer and like wait a turn? Can I just like hold my turn or something?
Yeah, what are you gonna, is there a trigger for that, or do you just
Yeah.
want to like pass?
Yeah, I just want to pass for now. Like maybe
Sure
like
thing. Marie. 2 of the capitalists are dead.
What's the situation on the rest of the room?
It is about a third filled with jury members. They've blocked the exit of the room beyond the one vent that's busted open and led into insanity. Veers is still dead on the floor. Your husband has stood back up, tried to make a deal with the capitalists, and then promptly murdered them. Horace is still a capitalist. He's looking rough. Eurydice, Lavender, and Daska, and I'm assuming Ather, are kind of condensing as the jury fills the room. They're kind of near you.
Marie is gonna hold a hand out to Daska.
She'll take it, and why not? What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but no one deserves to be alone.
Okay.
And she's going to use the force and just send a quick message. She reaches out to, what time is it on the outside world?
Probably about 11.
She reaches out with the force to her son, Shiv, who is asleep in bed. It's well past his bedtime. And he's not, the next morning he'll wake up unsure whether it was a dream or whether the words were real. He just hears, "I love you, my little love wolf. Keep going."
Next up in the order is Eurydice.
Eurydice just watched her dad become a capitalist pointlessly and then almost die. Murray's husband. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still up. He's up again. He took probably like 2 or 3 points of damage from Horace stabbing him. The wounds that Ather caused, they're still torn into the suit, but they're healed.
Gonna swing on him and just scream in his face about, "Get your hands off of my dad." 3,
Roll damage.
6 damage. Eurydice knows that he'll get back up again, but
Horace. What do? Oh, my bad. Capitalism.
You know how the capital said that in exchange for Horace, they would be able to set Lavender and Eurydice free.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they weren't obligated to, they just could. Horace is now the only remaining capitalist, which means he has the power to set Eurydice free.
both of them.
Horace, even if Horace is only one person, so even if he can only set one person free in exchange for his own sending over to capitalism, he can still set his kid free. If not the both of them.
Lou? Roll power and also roll sanity.
So for power, I got an 1845.
Also roll sanity. Is that a pass or a fail? On
It's a
your side?
pass. He has 49.
Oh my god. Horace, you succeed.
Yep.
You send Eurydice home. She doesn't move. Unfortunately, you have neglected a vital part in making deals of any sort, which is to keep track of your wording. You did not specify that this home had to be taken outside of the jury. She's been sent home, and her home is with her wife. And her wife is here. The house on Alderaan is not home, it's just a place where they are right now. They ran away together, and they are each other's home. You send her home, and she's here. Lavender, it's your turn.
Lavender turns to Eurydice and goes, keep fighting, please. For her. Fight for her, please. And turns and looks for her mom in the group of the jury.
She's nearby because of course she is. Kind of looks over.
Mom, I'm not gonna get home, am I? I'm not getting out of here.
No, this is. And you see kind of a flicker of just real actual sadness. And you get this is home now.
You didn't tell me where you were going.
I
Tell me you'd come home.
the choice for someone to make.
I've missed you. And she takes her mom's hand.
And Lavender Key has joined the jury. Verse is up next.
Who looks the least sane?
The least sane, that would probably be the capitalist.
Can I use my occult to call upon all of the knowledge of the jury and say it out loud?
Are you attempting to force a sanity roll? I'm guessing. Cool. Yeah, no, you can just do that. Horace and Eurydice, if you would roll me a sanity check.
Success.
Failure.
Eurydice, you take 1. Horace, you take 5. You undergo an effective short-term insanity. Character faints. Horace falls over and hits the ground.
Does he like hit his head? Like,
Yeah, here, let me roll a d4. For context for everyone, Horace currently has 2 hit points. I rolled a 2.
Horace kind of, before he faints, reaches his hand out to Eurydice and starts to say something, but the words don't quite get out of his mouth. So he just kind of reaches his hand out towards his kid and like spits out absolute word garbage and then falls back, hits his head, and dies.
The verdict has been delivered.
Left in this room are Eurydice Key. Your wife just joined the jury. Your father is dead on the floor. Marie Paul. You are currently holding hands with Daska Tarman, and she looks terrified, and the room is slowly filling with people. It's about half full of jury members now, and you're just kind of backing up. The scales are above you. And this is who's left. The jury just keeps walking forward. You see your husband, you see Lavender, you see Verse. It moves forward. Also left standing is Ather, who is getting backed into the wall as well. You're kind of over by Eurydice more, and it's your turn. Ather, the jury is half of the room now. The capitalists are dead. Lavender has joined the jury.
So sit rep, the capitalists are dead. There's more jury. This is gonna sound weird. Can I kill myself?
Roll to hit.
I rolled to kill myself. The one time I wanted to kill myself and I fail.
You misfire. It hits the ceiling. Marie.
She's holding hands with Daska,
Mhm.
and she just looks at her. She's, what do we do?
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything we can do. I'm sorry.
Is it better to do it now and keep our minds, or is that worse? You seem to know more than I do. This isn't really, none of this is I can't, it's all wrong. It's all off.
I don't think it makes a difference. They all seem to be the same. I'm guessing at least some of them thought it's inevitability.
Everything I believe in is nothing here. I hate them. And I don't want to do that anymore. And she squeezes Daska's hand. And she just says, if by some miracle you get out of this after they take me, can you look after my son?
If I get somewhere and I see him, I have a feeling I'll know what he looks like.
Unfortunately. He's only 7. He already looks so much like his dad. I think he's got my eyes, so
Yeah, I'll look. I'm sorry about your son. He'll be okay, I think. You did what you could.
do you have anyone? I'm sorry
Not
if that's a
anymore.
rude question.
I kind of messed that one up myself.
Well, you never know. I'm sorry.
There's not a win to this, is there?
No. No. This is its own universe. Together with them,
Whatever's out there, I guess.
maybe. And Marie's gonna look to the nearest jury member who's not her husband and hold out her hand.
And just a random person, just you don't know them, takes your hand, and Marisa Paul and Daska Tarman join the jury. Eurydice Key.
Eurydice sticks his hands in his pockets, looks up at Lavender, goes,
Lavender has her hand out.
was it worth it?
Home. I'm home.
No, you're not. Your home isn't with them. I never left you, even through everything. I took you with me. I made sure that,
You think that's how it went? I gave up everything for you.
and I'm sorry about that.
I'm your home, right? Just as you were mine. I'm home.
To home. And Eurydice doesn't take Lavender's hand immediately. Eurydice kisses Lavender and then takes her hand.
Left we have Ather. Verse, it's your turn.
Ather. Ather Veers, solemnly swear that as an attorney and as a counselor of this court, you will conduct yourself uprightly and according to law,
According to the law that got me into this forsaken place.
the law of everything. You are an agent of us. Why not be one of us?
Yeah, and look how well that got me here.
This is the way.
Doesn't really seem like a good way. I don't know. I like to
What
think there's
is-
something better.
Goodness, what you chose to uphold, or is law?
What do you offer me, Ben?
Law. Being
That's it?
there at the end. Safety.
Is that all there is, bro? Doesn't really seem that nice. I mean, what good is law if there's nothing to enjoy in such law? What good is peace and stability if there's nothing to have things to be stable in? Words are hard. I've had a very long day. Okay. You probably know you used to be like that before you got assimilated. Yeah, but I have given myself to the system, okay, all my life. All of those years in the Academy of Alderaan.
Actually, it would be either law school or I Heart MILFs University. There are
There's
only
only
two universities.
universities.
Why is this the hardest choices in this entire session for me?
Does he like MILFs
Do you
or
love
does he
MILFs
want to
or
go
not?
to the law school?
This is so important. Does he heart MILFs?
So if it's a D6, right? If it's an odd, that means law school. If it's even, that means it's MILF. It's a 4.
That man loves MILFs.
Oh, did you say he loves MILFs?
There are 3 dead MILFs
There's
in the room.
so many MILFs
4.
here.
4 MILFs.
Act true to your school name.
You almost got me there. You see, you promised. Slowly inches towards the collective hands of the jury. He's almost there. I'm telling you, rolls to shoot himself again. Let's go.
Go
That
for
man
it.
said fuck
I
MILFs,
gave
but
it
not
a
in the way
fuck
you'd
MILF.
expect.
If you're just rolling to kill yourself, there's no one trying to stop you. You can just do that. The jury is not going to stop you.
Oh, I win. No one's killing me but myself.
Congratulations. Unfortunately, by the bounds of the jury, you are now a member. You must be killed
Shit!
by the jury to be exempt. Welcome to the jury. This concludes jury duty of 7 BTD. You'll be summoned cases in the future. Well, most of you. 3 of you are capitalists and are fucking dead now. But jury duty is over. Your lives as you know them are ended. You'll remain in stasis until you're called in that same kind of weird closet alternate dimension that Rizel encountered. Or potentially, if you're selected to wander the courthouse, you'll do so. Time in its warp state is regular now. We move forward, 19 years into the future. A young man approaches the courthouse. It's June. She's dressed in all black, kind of straight black hair pulled back into a ponytail. He knocks on the door. A moment passes. The doors swing open. She walks inside. The doors close. Time passes. It could be minutes, hours, maybe even a day. The man walks back out, hand clutched around a necklace, red jasper with a golden chain. Daska Tarman is dismissed from jury duty.
Hey, if they make droids.
No.
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 Florian,
No. Florian,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I facilitated
Yes.
Cuckbot.
No.
Yes.
Florian,
Yes.
yes.
Canon. Canon, yes.
No. It
Yes.
can't be.
Yep.
Cuckbot was
Mhm.
born 2 years after this. Get fucked.
The
Actually,
Years
he
go
was
backwards.
born 2
50
years
years go
before
backwards.
this.
God
He
damn
was
it.
born 2 years
God
before
damn
this.
it. Years go backwards. All right, fucking.
All right,
Who made
roll
Cuckbot?
d20s to see which of
Roll
you gets to
D20.
make Cuckbot.
Yeah, roll d20s. Which one of you made Cuckbot?
Yes. Roll the.
No, the dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs.
Oh,
They're the
damn.
business dinosaurs.
Sorry, you
20s?
don't get to.
Wait.
You don't get the sex.
Or
rumor.
I don't know. I'm not the
Damn.
DM.
Wait. I have
So
him.
D20s, we're rolling D20s.
Yeah, if you.
Okay.
Sure.
My son.
That's Cuckbot.
What in the
God,
hell is that thing?
That's
That's
Cuckbot.
Cuckbot.
Unfortunately, whoever wins this battle has now been designated the
with
sex
legs.
droid business dinosaur.
Yeah, Cuckbot.
So
I
There
got,
he is.
I got a
3D printed
13.
Cuckbot.
you got a 13.
I got a 5.
You win. You get to make the sex droids. Congratulations.
Who wins?
Two.
Wait, which one wins? I got a 13, he got a 5.
Rizel.
Let's go! Yes! Yes!
I'm gonna fight you in real life, Brandon.
This is perfect actually because I need to say this because I doubt it'll become relevant in the game. I made my appearance the highest stat that I possibly could. I made it to 80. So
So did I. So
I
did
did
I.
That's one hot dinosaur.
No, wait, we have 2 hot dinosaurs. What?
Fuck.
Beautiful. Fuck
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Why are the dinosaurs so hot?
Hold up.
Because they make sex
don't make
droids, I
that.
guess.
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't
We're in the
like sex
business of
droids.
sex droids.
We
Oh my God.
make sex droid.
Oh my god.
Are they business partners?
with the sex droids?
Of course they are, bro. Why wouldn't they?
Anyway, do we want to get off the topic of who made Cuckbot? Oh, is
Sure.
that good
Horses.
with everyone?
His appearance stat is the lowest. This man is a 40.
He is an old man. Okay.
He's an
Are we
old
good?
man.
Are we good to transition away from Cuckbot?
Yes.
Yes.
Never.
We're done talking about my son.
Yes.